qualified for the qualifiers of T20 World Cup Asia. And well, they have made it towards the final of this tournament as well against Nepal. Here comes the ball, number 1, with a slip in position. It's in the air, it's in the gap as well. Good fielding, diving there. Some good work there from the fieldsman Basir Ahmed. First runs on the board, and you could also hear the crowd that has come in huge numbers for Nepal, and that will be their 12th man of the afternoon. And they get a lot of support wherever they travel. They were there for the 2024 T20 World Cup, almost beating the runners-up South Africa, but couldn't beat them. Closest of margins, just that one run, as we saw in the third place game half an hour ago. Here comes Clinto on strike. Good delivery, good movement as well for Karan Casey, and something that you are going to hear a lot is that crowd support. That will also be something that the Kuwait players will have to battle upon. It's not against those 11 men on the field, but those crowd supporters as well that have come out in huge numbers, and that will keep growing as the day goes a little forward. It's just around 1:30 p.m. local time. Here comes the third delivery. It's pushed that, yes and a no, but they won that single. Good running. There was a direct hit, but not out, says Mr. Dar. A lot of joy there in that spectators camp. Ravija, the man who's been known for his big hitting ability, likes playing in Hong Kong. They've kept a deep mid-wicket for him alongside a fielder in deep square leg. Worked away. This could be a risky one. A direct hit, and Clinto would have been struggling there. This is good fielding and good running between the wickets as well. And there you can see that crowd support for Nepal. And that's just a few number that you can see in the frame. As it gets closer, that number also increases. Three on the board. Here comes Karan Casey. That's sliding down the leg. There will be a wide signal. A good take as well from the wicketkeeper. Karan Casey just a little wavered there. A bonus run for Kuwait early on, and that extra delivery. And Ravija, with that double, has completed his 2000 T20I runs. An incredible feat that he's got himself. Oh, what a shot! That is a cracking hit. That has gone towards the street behind the comm box. Clinto Anto. He makes that look so easy. Flawless hitting. That is absolutely smoked from the middle pages of the bat. And that sweet sound of the willow. Clinto Anto. He's been in some sublime touch, and he continues that. What a strike. That has gone out of here. Here comes the last delivery of the over, number 1. Oh, edged away. That goes away for a 4. Lucky runs here. A lucky escape between the slip and the keeper. There's no one to guard that. 14 of the very first over. An expensive start here for Karan Casey. Brilliant delivery. Oh, that gap between the first slip. Should he be a little closer to the keeper is what they'll be thinking about.
Brought him up for Tim Davis. Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
Previous over. This is incredible. What a feat. Sompal Kami in for the second over. The man who's been known to pick up wickets. As you can see, a lot of crowd support as well, increasing. A lot of sound here. Starts off with a wide delivery, sliding down the leg. Mr. Venkatesh with that wide, an extra run. And that attack in that first over by Clinto Anto has made things really, really incredible. And Kuwait supporters will be hoping that he clicks on and keeps continuing getting those runs. The way he's been batting since the last game, that good touch has been continuing for him. That's in the air, that's in the gap as well. That's a half a dozen. Ravija joins the party. What a strike. Incredible. That 2,000 runs up in some style for the man from Kuwait. Opening the face of the bat. Slicing it away just towards the TV umpire. Kind of like the intent that Kuwait is playing with fearless cricket at the moment. And look at that, all around the Nepal fans. 21 without a loss in 1.1 overs. Oh, that's a good shot. There is protection in the deep, should only be a single. And after a few big hits, the right time to introduce the man who was there at the toss, Mr. J.
Thanks, Harman. What an electrifying start to this final. Clinto Anto picking up exactly where he left off yesterday. I know you've mentioned that 72 off 28, but wow. That projected score of 330. I feel like Kuwait would be very happy with that.
Well, if they achieve 330, I assure they will take that cup home back.
Man, that clip off the hips though, Clinto. Wow.
Well watched. Really well watched, I would say. Not getting carried away that they've got the runs. You got to be a little cautious. You got to respect these bowlers. If it's in the good length, respect it.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a head start as well in this contest. Nothing wrong with taking a couple of balls just to size up Sompal Kami. It's the man in form, the danger man, Clinto Anto.
It's another good strike there. We'll be eyeing for just a single as Gulshan Jha cuts that off, the tall man from Nepal. Got to keep getting those ones and twos. Those dot deliveries need to be a rare sight. And runs will come in easy as the bowlers get a little frustrated. Ravija goes big. Has he timed it well enough? There's a fielder eyeing for that catch just over Gulshan. And that has run away for a 4. Was trying to bounce that back.
It was a very good effort, I have to say, Gulshan Jha. It's never easy running back. Obviously thinking about that catch. Tried to save the boundary, but to no avail. Ravija now in on the act. Big milestone for him earlier, as you said, those 2,000 T20I career runs.
Yeah, that 2000 came off. What road is this behind the combox?
That would be Tin Kwong Road.
So you got to name that Tin Kwong Road 6.
That was a Tin Kwong Road 6. Last ball of the over.
That's a good delivery. Loud appeal there. And not that says Mr. Venkatesh. A dot ball to finish off. Eventful over yet again. 13 runs off it.
Yeah, I suspect just a little bit high. We do have a little bit of extra juice, extra grass on this wicket. Nice end to the over. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, maybe just a hint over middle stump there. It was very close.
Probably the height could have been the choice of doubt, I think, for the on-field umpire. But a sigh of relief for Kuwait, nonetheless. "27 without a loss." With every ball, you can hear that cheer from the local crowd of Nepal. Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a shot is that! That has sailed up, up and away.
Got a hold of this. Look at that. Wow. Not exactly to the pitch of the ball, but went through with the shot and picks up another half a dozen.
Well, when you're in good form, doesn't matter which bowler comes up to you. You are going to make the most out of it. Making room for himself, was exposing the stumps. Look at that, visuals. A lot of Nepal fans, but that doesn't bother a batter like Clinto or Ravija.
I tell you what, they take a wicket. When they take a wicket, Nepal, this crowd is going to go absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure.
But until then, they've got Clinto Anto and Ravija Sundaruan to deal with. Anto especially. You can see him eyeing up leg side again. Deep mid-wicket, deep square leg on the rope.
That's a good play. Well defended back to the bowler. Strong punch off the back foot.
Yeah, they need more of that, don't they, Nepal? If you're going to err, especially if you're going to err from this end, you'd rather be a little bit too short than too full. Try to hit that back of a length.
Well, Karan Casey hasn't had the best of outings in Hong Kong so far. It's again struck him on the pads. Loud appeal, but they'll get that single. Will be leg by signal by Mr. Dar.
Yeah, an optimistic appeal. Even the crowd didn't really appeal that loudly. Yeah, you can see the keeper as well. Even the keeper was sliding down leg side there.
Yeah, you can see Nepal fans with the flag as well.
They know they're on TV. Looking out for that cameraman.
I'm sure they're going to keep the cameraman quite busy today. That's again in the air. That has sailed over. Half a dozen into the dugout of Nepal goes Ravija Sundaruan.
That's absolutely brilliant. Picked his spot. And again, not to the pitch of the ball. Dragged it from outside off, but went through with the shot. And again, second maximum of the over.
How entertaining has this first 3 overs been? Just 2.4 overs and they're blazing at a current run rate of 15 and over.
Tell you what, at the toss, I said something around 175 would be a good score. I think this pitch has actually become even better to bat on.
I was trying to pull that one, played that a little too early. That's hit him on the bicep area. He's a strong bicep man, but that's going to sting a bit. Get the spray out.
It looked like he just got a bit of an edge onto his own body. Those ones can be painful.
Yeah, he's a strong man, but that's probably going to sting a little bit. Karan Casey is the quick man from Nepal. The physio out there alongside a little drinks break as well. You always see those couple of sips of water.
It's a very dry day here at TKRG. I probably didn't make the right choice with that black pepper salad just now. Yeah, you know us, South Asians. Gotta add a bit of spice to everything, including the salad.
Well, for your surprise, I take no spice in my food. Just cannot handle that.
I am shocked. I am truly shocked, Harman.
But I like these visuals. Some good camera work. Shout out to our production, the in-house production of Cricket Hong Kong, China. There you can see those visuals. And that scoreboard that Kuwait will be more than happy about. 2.5 overs. Well played. It was a good delivery from Karan Casey, and Ravija showing some respect as well. 13 runs in total. 3 overs done. 40 for no loss.
If you're just joining us, it's Nepal who won the toss and decided to bowl first. Kuwaiti skipper Aslam said, hey man, we would have liked to have a bowl first too. But an electrifying start here from Clinto Anto and Ravija Sundaruan. Still early days though, Nepal, they have every chance of firing back. Yep, it's that man, Lalit Rajbanshi, the left-arm spinner, in to bowl the 4th over.
And in the last contest, he came on for the 5th over, picked up a wicket of the very first delivery. 1 over early is when the captain has to go to it and say, please get me that breakthrough. Get me that wicket, because these two are looking in some good touch. And you need a wicket to be coming in for Nepal. That's Rohit. He knows how to rotate his bowlers. Lalit has been their strike bowler. And who better a choice? It'll be Clinto on strike. A quick single there. Again, a direct hit, but the batsman well inside. It was the crowd appealing for it, not the fielders.
See right away that mark of respect from Clinto Anto. I've noticed that about him. He takes a couple of deliveries just to size up a bowler, and then he goes big.
And I think that's the right thing to do as well. You got to respect a bowler who lows the length. You can see that field spread as well for Ravija. He's got that catching position mid-wicket. He's got that deep square leg, a little wideish alongside, a long on in position in the deep for that catching to come in.
Cut away. Has he found the gap? No, not quite. Karan Casey at short third. We'll keep it down to 1.
Just a single. Fair to say that even Ravija giving some respect, because he went on against Lalit Rajbanshi in the previous contest. Very first deliveries, dancing down only to find the fielder. So here he's learnt his lesson. Don't attack from the very first delivery. Read the length a little bit and then might want to take charge against him.
I wonder if we're going to see that now, actually. Anto, when's he going to go after him?
Oh,
Now.
He's heard it. That is humongous out of here. What a shot.
Clinto Anto, we called it. We called it. Bang. Over, long on. Sweet as candy.
Isn't he one of the most stylish batters in this tournament so far?
He's got terrific hands through the ball as well. Very quick hands. Great balance at the crease.
Goes again this time. The fielder mid-on cuts it off. Good running between the wickets. It's Kushal Burtal, who will be in action with the bat later on. Someone who's been striking the ball well in Hong Kong.
Yeah, direct hit wouldn't have made a difference. Easy single there. Dot balls very hard to come by here for Nepal. Got to hang in there though. Still early days.
Cuts that. Wanted the single. Denied by Clinto. A good call, I would say. A rare dot delivery.
And I like that from Lalit as well. Just cramping him for room. Not giving him anything to work with. You see Ravija now just eyeing up that VIP area at Cow Corner. Those VIPs, they better watch out if he gets a hold of it.
Was trying to cut that again. A little quicker through the air. 4 overs done. 9 of that over. It's 49 without a loss.
Yeah, good comeback actually from Lalit. Conceded a 6. Learned from his mistake, shortened his length. Just 9 off the over.
Well, Jay, you were there in the center. You had a look at that pitch. It's getting even better, I would say. We saw that in the previous game when Qatar accelerated. They got, what, 95 or 100 in the last 10 overs, if I'm not wrong. Just around 90 to 100 mark.
Qatar, you mean?
Yep, in the previous game.
Oh, I think a little bit more than that, in fact. They were 58 for 1 after 10. So, yeah, we're talking about 120
20 plus
runs, yeah.
That's pretty good. So that shows how good the surface has become for batting. And bowlers are going to have no mercy today. Especially it's the final.
I think surface has become just a little bit slower as well. Saw that green grass in the morning, the extra bounce, the extra carry. But so far, it's been smooth sailing for Kuwait. Yeah. Ooh, false start there.
It's probably
Load up again.
probably wanted to check the mindset of the batter. Played bluff master over there.
I was impressed with Yadav yesterday, in fact. Against Hong Kong, 2 overs, 1 for 19. Bounced out Anshirat as well. I think Babar Hayat might have gotten a hold of him yesterday.
It's been played towards backward point. That'll be a dot delivery. Yeah, Babar is a strong man, isn't he? He's just behind us in the comm box.
That's why we're saying good things about him.
No, I would still say good things about him. He knows me pretty well now.
I tell you what, no Babar Hayat out in the middle right now. It's Clinto, Anto and Ravija. They're putting on an absolute exhibition.
Yeah, they're kind of taking time as well, respecting the good deliveries. Goes back, hasn't timed it. Gulshan underneath. He completes the catch. Wicket number 1 there. It's the dangerous Clinto Anto back into the hut.
Yeah, and it's Nandan Yadav again who breaks the partnership. Didn't get all the way Clinto. That's a clutch catch there. Gulshan helps Nepal take their first wicket. It's the end of Anto for 26. First wicket down in the 5th over here for Kuwait. And that brings Meet Bhavsar to the crease at number 3. Yeah, I spoke to Meet earlier today. He's a little bit under the weather. He's got a flu. He's been wearing a mask all day. He's not shaking anyone's hands, only fist bumps and elbow bumps from Meet Bhavsar. He's the perfect man to be coming in this position. Meet Bhavsar. Supremely talented Meet Bhavsar. Debuted at 14 for Kuwait. That is insane. Something Nepal fans will be familiar with. Rohit Kumar Poundel as well. Debuted as a teenager. And now he's captaining the country.
He's the youngest captain as well for Nepal. Very promising talent. Even in the frame, Meet Bhavsar needs no introduction. He's been, even though he's just 21 years or perhaps 22, he's known as the senior member of this side because he debuted at the age of 14, as you mentioned. So that speaks of the caliber and talent that he's got.
Yeah, more than half a decade as part of this national setup. But he's got Nandan Yadav to contend with.
Oh, first delivery pulls him away. That will boost some confidence. Has he got the legs? It's going to be a long chase here. It's the captain Rohit Kumar Paudel. As a couple of runs get added towards Meet Bhavsar.
It's a really good contest, this. Yesterday we saw Nandan Yadav not shy to test out the middle of this surface. Something similar just now against Meet. Worth mentioning 50 up here as well for Kuwait.
There was an inside edge, but they'll scramble in that quick single. Ravija.
That's the important thing for Kuwait. They might have lost Anto, but they've got the set Sandaruan out there, 20 of 12. He's been there, done that for Kuwait.
Another good delivery off the back foot. Will take that single as Karan Kaisi comes in from mid-on to cut that off. Nandan, another impressive bowler from Nepal. Just picked up that big wicket of Clinto. We all know what Clinto can do with the bat. Had he stuck around for another few overs, that scoreboard could have easily touched that 100 mark inside of those 10 overs, I promise you.
Still a possibility. Still a possibility. If you're Kuwait, you got to keep your wits about you. Still think 180. Very, very competitive here. Oh, it's down the leg side. That's poor. That's really, really poor. We were talking him up. But he strays down leg. Easy put away for Bhavsar.
Yeah, he would not miss out on such an opportunity given. Pulls that. Easy pickings. 4 runs. That would be a 4 on any ground with that length provided to a batter like Meath. 5 completed. 57 for the loss of 1. One more over the power play.
Flu. I think he's feeling a bit cold here. 24 degrees.
I'm feeling cold, to be honest. I've got a coat on, but still, it's pretty cold out here.
All you people from the Gulf complaining about 24. Use of the feet.
Oh, misfield. Oh dear, oh dear. That's a boundary. Ravija won't mind that.
So upset with himself. I think it's the captain there, Rohit Kumar Paudal. It wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Should have been a dot ball. He knows it. Smacks the turf in disgust.
Feeling the pressure is the captain.
It's one of those things. Sometimes you just got to get out of the power play. Lalit. That's much better. Turned away. Should only be 1.
This is good to watch that he's very watchful with that length as well. They know that Lalit Rajbanshi has been known to pick up wickets in these middle overs, or I would say not the middle overs, but the end of power play phase. With that spinner enticing the batter to make an error.
I think it's worth mentioning what this early onslaught has done. It's forced Rohit Kumar Paudal to use Rajbanshi maybe a little bit earlier than he would have liked to. Perhaps 1 over in the power play is perfect for Lalit.
Correct. He was called in 1 over before.
Oh, that's too short, too short. Just sitting up to be hit.
Well, it was too short from the bowler, and it was a class shot from the batter. Brilliant striking from Meath. As a batter, you liked it. You liked it.
Loved it. Meath, getting that off the meat of the bat.
Nice to meet.
Big over already, 9 off it, still 3 balls left. Tossed up, goes through the offside. 1 bounce, 4. How's that for a start? 15 off 5.
We'll take that any given day. Lalit just pitching it a little too full there. And if it's in the arc, 1 bounce, it's out of the park. 4 runs. What an over this is turning out to be. And what a brand of cricket is Kuwait playing here. Who would have thought about it?
Yeah, they're out for blood. They want revenge for that group stage loss. And I think you said this earlier, the only game that matters, it's the final. Doesn't matter what happened in the group stages. Today's a new day. Coming around the wicket. It's been guided, can't find the gap. Welcome dot ball here for Nepal.
Yeah, they shouldn't be bothered with those dot deliveries also, because you've got at least 13 in that over. And you got to stay there. You stay on the wicket, runs will flow in. Bowlers will make mistakes. If it's a good delivery, you got to credit the bowler.
Here we go, last ball of the power play. Quick single! Shy at the striker's end. Interesting choice that. Oh, all our notes have gone flying away with the strong wind. Nonetheless, 14 off the 6th over. It's 71 for 1.
But can't forget Kushal Mala, who might be seen in attack earlier than we expect.
Yeah, they do have options. Kushal Bertel, another option for them. Dipendra Singh Airi can definitely roll his arm over with those off spinners. I think it's important from this end for Nandan Yadav to keep going strong. You want to plug one end with the seamer and have your slow bowlers bowling with that longer straight boundary, the protection of that longer boundary. Nandan into his second. That's edged. It's been taken. Is there something on that? They're going to have a discussion here, the umpires. Nepal are celebrating. They're not waiting for this consultation.
Yeah, Nepal has seen all the celebrations, but Meet is unmoved there, and that brings a chat between the umpires, and the finger goes up. He was batting so well, trying to be a little delicate over there, finds the keeper. A very good catch by Asif Sheikh, and Nandan gets the double strike.
Absolutely massive. Look at that. 1.1 overs, 2 for 8. It's Bhavsar this time who has to walk back. 71 for 2. Bhavsar gone for 16.
That's a big moment in the game. Let me tell you that. As Usman Ghani walks out in at number 4. A wicket-keeper batter.
Yeah, Usman Ghani Patel. Another aggressive Kuwaiti batter. But this is huge. Nandan Yadav. We spoke about him. Very impressive against Hong Kong yesterday. Got Anshirat. Today he's followed that up with Clinto Anto and Meet Bhavsar. These are 3 top quality batters in the associates game. Keep your eyes on Nandan Yadav in the years to come.
He's already made his mark, I would say. In this contest, a couple of wickets.
He's got 2. Can he get a third? They're looking for the single. No single there.
Let me tell you, for the new incoming batter, that crowd support, those loud cheers for Nepal, as the bowler's been running in that run-up mark, you could hear them. As a batter, that does play with you mentally.
And it works the other way as well. Because earlier in the first 3 or 4 overs, the crowd was completely silent. The dugout, the Kuwaiti dugout, was more loud than the Nepal spectators. But it's a different story when the opposition, when Nepal has got their tail up, that 12th man, the supporter, playing a miss. And I wonder, just maybe beaten for pace there, Usman Ghani.
Well, if it was the power play dominated by Kuwait, the start after the power play, first 3 deliveries in particular, have been dominated here by Nandan Yadav and Nepal. All of a sudden, that wicket of Meet has brought in that spirits back.
Yeah, similar story yesterday. Hong Kong, they were flying in the power play. Nandan bounced out on Shirat. That was the turning point. Down the leg side this time. So bonus run here for Kuwait. But the intentions are clear. The intention, of course, is to be aggressive, to try and take wickets. At one stage, that run rate in excess of 12 runs and over, touching 12 and a half. It's now dropped down to 11. An educated edge down to deep for single. So Usman Ghani off the mark. You can see the Hong Kong China players, they've stuck around to watch this final. And I don't blame them. A super Sunday encounter this between Nepal and Kuwait.
Just what you want on a weekend, don't you?
Yeah, I can't think of a better way to spend a Sunday than be down here at TKRG. Guided again. Oh, this time he beats that man. The useful boundary here for Ravija. Moves into the 30s.
Yeah, that was just pushing the ball away in the gap. Beating the fielder inside of the circle. And you could see a dive as well from that Nepal supporter. Everyone's a cricketer there in Nepal.
You had a chance for a diving catch earlier in the comm box.
I'm pretty good enough to duck away from it.
You can see Nanu Lachman, the chairman of the India club, in the background. Big thank you to the India club for proudly supporting the HK Men's T20I Series. Last ball of the 7th. Extra bounce. Did well to negotiate that. Picks up a single to close out the 7th. Moves on to 31, Ravija. And Kuwait after 7 are 78 for 2. Be able to get up to 190, maybe 200. And I know it's a good batting surface, but it's not easy chasing that type of total, especially in a final.
Yeah, it's also the game of nerves on final day. There's going to be pressure as well. Kuwait will be wanting at least 200 plus on the board today.
It's going to be Lalit to continue. 2 overs, none for 23. Turned away on the leg side. Should just be 1. He's got the luxury of the field being spread here, Lalit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how this game revolves.
Again, same region. Should be the same result. It's a good position to come into bat as well. When your team is going at around 11 runs and over, gives Usman Ghani just a little bit of time to work himself into his innings. Especially with a well-set Ravija. I wonder if he's going to go big again. Bang! That's aerial. Oh, it's high and long into cow corner. Another half a dozen for Ravija.
Yeah, that was a brilliant strike there. It was not in complete balance of that shot, you could see that, but still had enough legs on it. Sailing over towards the Nepal supporters.
There's barely a dull moment when Ravija is at the crease. More often than not, taking the attack to the opposition. Pressure here on Lalit. It hasn't been his day so far. Use of the feet down the ground. Where's this gone? Should be cut off. Yes, it is. Just a single. They'd much rather have Usman Ghani on strike at this stage. concerned faces in that Nepal camp amongst the supporters. That's good, much better. Last ball of the 8th. Oh, he swept that. Bit of a top edge there, but it still sails over that fine leg boundary. What a way to end the over. Usman Ghani with his first maximum. Yeah, you can't bowl there. Drifting down leg side. Very easy pickings for Usman Ghani. Another big over, 15 runs off it. After 8, it's 93 for 2. Still very early days in this contest. Well, without a doubt. Both batters looking pretty good. Boundaries coming, runs coming from both ends. Sompal Kami back into the attack. Yep, cheeky single. Even with a direct hit, he would have been in. In fact, they're looking for overthrows. Decide against it. Wisely so.
Yeah, that's a good call from Ravija to not go back for the second. That would have been suicidal for Usman. Already the first one was a tight one. Direct hit. That was Gates for Usman Ghani.
They really need Sompal Kami to step up. Been brought in probably to get a breakthrough.
Oh, shot!
Not going to get a breakthrough like that. Loose delivery, leg stump, half volley, easy pickings. Usman Ghani.
He's flicked that away. That was some speed and elegance, both together. Look at that scoreboard already. 98 for the loss of 2, I beg your pardon. We spoke about 10 overs, 100 being achieved. We've got that almost.
Yeah, both those boundaries though. Coming off deliveries that were straying down leg. Pressure here on Kami. That's better, much better. It's close, just about sliding down leg, says Tabarak Dar.
Interesting would be that replay. Was a very good delivery, I would say.
I think that's what he was aiming for, the ball before as well.
Yeah, Yorkers can be tricky. You miss it by a little bit, they're going to be sailing away, up and away. It's not easy to bowl in this T20 era.
He's a thinking man, isn't he, Ravija? It's more than just muscle and might. Surveying the field, showing all 3 stumps. Ooh, swing and a miss there. Ah, he's not happy.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself there. Ravija Sandruvan.
I don't think he picked the slower one either. Outfoxed. Bit of a mid-pitch conference between these two. Punch of the gloves, back to business.
Yeah, it's all about getting back into the focus area. Ooh, that was a brilliant delivery.
Nasty, nasty. I like it. He's found his radar now. How's this for a nut? Oh, don't come down the track to me. I'm Sompal Kami.
I like that surprise given.
Last ball of the 9th over now. Can they get Ravija? Would be a huge scalp. Guided away for an easy single. And 100 up for Kuwait inside just 9 overs. They're 100 for 2. As Ravija moves on to 41. Earlier today, he brought up 2,000 career T20I runs for Kuwait. He's been a mainstay of this Kuwaiti lineup for many years.
Putting those runs on the board. A couple of wickets lost. And you can see the Nepal fans hoping for that breakthrough. And that's the reason why Kushal Burtal, just before the drinks break, has been called in for the over number 10. The leggy, who's a little quicker through the air.
He does have to be careful though. If you bowl too short to Ravija, he is savage on that pull shot. Here we go. Savage on that pull shot. I think that might be 1 bounce 4. He's thinking about it. Yeah, 1 bounce 4.
Well, he continues the carnage. Bowlers might change, but the result doesn't. Moves on to 45 of 25. Such a class batter. Something with the finals that he does love. Tri-Nations final last year. Got 102 of just 43 deliveries.
I remember that.
Came against Hong Kong, China.
Bang, down the ground. Oh, he's found that gap. Down at extra cover. 4 and 4 to start the over.
This is some clean striking. And that ability of this batter over covers.
He's on 49. Ooh, tried to guide that away. Optimistic appeal.
Good delivery. Very good comeback, I would say, from the bowler, Kushal Burtal.
Yeah, I think just signaling to his partner as well. That was the conventional leg spinner. There was some grip and turn there for Burtal. Goes down the ground again, just a single, but that brings him to his 12th career half-century. Fantastic from the Kuwaiti legend.
What a display this has been. The day where it matters the most, the finals, gets to his 12th 50. The way he has batted, those big hits, those boundaries, that calculated risk, all in that one innings and counting against the mighty Rhinos, Nepal.
Worked away by Usman Ghani. The call is for 2. They're not going to take a risk.
Yeah, you got to do the smart thing here. Don't take any risk at the moment. You've been batting well. Keep that momentum on. Nice. Easy. Don't get carried away with the runs on the board.
And again, you can see Ravija just eyeing up that cow corner region. Last ball of the over. Let's push straight back to the bowler. Good end to the over from Burtal, but 10 off it. After 10, it's 110 for 2.
Yeah, this has been very good batting. Has been.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
And a look at that bowling card here for Nepal. The standout feature, Nandan Yadav 2 for 15. Everyone else has gone the distance. Look at that, Lalit Rajbanshi, we thought he'd be a trump card. He's conceded 38 in his 3 overs. Kuwait 110 for 2 and only halfway through their innings. And we're back live, ready to resume this first innings of the big final of the Hong Kong Men's T20I Series, proudly supported by the India Club. You can see a shot of that VIP enclosure. Enjoying the buffet, aren't they? I would too. We had a nice buffet just earlier. Bit of cheeky chicken tikka, some chickpeas as well, but who cares about that? Got an informed Ravija at the crease. Usman Ghani Patel on 13. Nandan Yadav is back for his 3rd over. That's a good start. Only a single. Like I said, he's the only wicket taker so far for Nepal. And perhaps that drinks break, just an opportunity for the Nepalese to regroup, re-strategize and think, how can we rein them in? How can we get Ravija out? Because I tell you what, another 6 or 7 overs of Ravija Sundaruan and things could get ugly for Nepal. Oh, so close to the outside edge. Again, a bit of extra bounce. Out of all the seam bowlers today, it's Nandan Yadav who's got the most out of this wicket. He's bent his back. His effort balls have really troubled these Kuwaiti batters. I think it's one of those things, if this over goes well for Nepal and Yadav, I would be tempted to give him the 13th as well. Oh, top edge again, rushing him for pace. This is really good. Really, really good from Yadav. Perfectly directed short ball as well. There's very little that you can do with that. On a couple of occasions today, we've seen Nepal's bowlers bowling short but on the hips, bowling down the leg side. And whenever you do that, it's very easy pickings for the batter. Long on, mid-wicket, deep square leg, all out on the fence, mid-off in the circle. That's cut away. Has he found the gap? It's racing away to his extra cover. Chase is on. A chase in vain. Another boundary here for Kuwait. Look at that, beautiful. Just slashed away in front of square on the offside. He gets through for 4. It was so important when Usman Ghani walked in at number 4 that he kept that momentum going. 13 of 9. 17 with that boundary. Bang, similar region, same result. Absolutely dismissed from Usman Ghani Patel. He's into the 20s now. Look at this. Too wide, too easy, allowing him to free his arms. This is looking really, really dangerous now for Nepal. 200 plus definitely on for Kuwait. Maybe 220. Yeah, there you go. Projected score in excess of 220 right now. See some Hong Kong players. They've hung back. They've been treated to an exhibition here. But they cheer for everything, don't they? The fans, every dot ball receives a round of applause. And of a very, very good over though for Kuwait. 2 boundaries in that over. And their score just keeps motoring along. 120 for 2 after 11. Usman Ghani now on 22. To play at the top of the order, but for now he's got a role to play with his leg spinners. He can't go too short. Ravija will be onto him in a flash. It's been cut away. Oh, good effort there from Karan Casey, but he dives over it. It's going to be another boundary. He's not happy with himself, Karan Casey. Kushal Bertel as well, giving him too much width there. It's a valiant attempt. He sets himself such high standards, doesn't he, Karan Casey? Short, kept a little bit low. There's work to do that. But long on does well, gets around, keeps it down to 1. Hasn't got all of it. Once again, runs off every single ball in the over. And that single brings Ravija back on strike. Another shot of those Hong Kong players. He's forced that off the back foot. Kushal Malla. Strong throw from the southpaw, just 1. Signal from the umpires, 2 balls left. And this, the 12th over. The score has motored along to 127. Oh, inside edge, onto the stumps. That's the wicket they needed. Kushal Bertel with the golden arm breaks the partnership. And I wonder if that one, it was the other one, it was the wrong end. Doesn't matter. Inside edge. It's the end of Usman Ghani. It was a bright and breezy knock. Gone for 23, Usman Ghani. In the 12th over, Kuwait, they're 127 for 3. And walking in at number 5, it's Omar. He can go big as well in domestic cricket. Once scored 200 in just 55 balls. They just keep coming, don't they? The heavy hitters, they keep coming for Kuwait. And what a time to walk in as well. Great platform here. Mohammad Umar has worked away. He's off the mark. First ball. Good comeback from Bertal after conceding a boundary off the first ball. 8 runs. And the big wicket of Usman Ghani. After 12, it's 128 for 3. They've got some hope, those Nepal fans. And every time they're on camera, they know it. They get excited. A lot of them concerningly glancing up at that electronic scoreboard. But there's plenty of time left in this innings, plenty of time left in this contest. No doubt, Nepal, they'll be hoping to restrict Kuwait to something under 200, maybe 190 or less. You see Mohammad Umar just eyeing up his options on the leg side. Karan KC into the attack. Oh, edged away. Is that going to beat the man? Nah, deep third gets round, keeps it down to 1. I think this is going to be a big contest to watch. Karan KC, the veteran, brought back in to make a breakthrough against the powerful, in form Ravija Sundaruan, who's on 57. We spoke about this earlier as well. He's a man for big occasions, loves that big final, does Ravija Sundaruan. Projected score 212. They'd love that, Kuwait. Oh, he's got that. He's got a big piece of that. It sails over long on for another maximum. Into the 60s now. Again, picking his spot. Bang. Oh, Ravija. That's definitely going to make the highlights package. Welcome back, Harman Sani. Welcome back, Karan KC, to the bowling crease.
This has been a carnage by Ravija Sundaruan.
Oh, that's been nicked. Oh, it's the end of a brilliant innings. The Nepal fans, they're on their feet. They're ecstatic. They're cheering on one of their favorites. But spare a thought for Ravija. Fantastic innings.
What a knock this has been. And that slower one again doing the trick. Trying to go over the keeper. Only to edge that away. And Asif Sheikh wasn't dropping those. But what a knock, as you mentioned. 65 runs from the bat of Ravija. 4th wicket down for 135 on the board. And a standing ovation from the man, the coach, the assistant coach, and all the players in that lineup. Take a bow, Ravija.
Yeah, big slaps on the shoulder. And one dangerous hitter replaced by another very dangerous hitter. Another in-form batter. The big, the imposing, the powerful Bilal Tahir walking in at 6. And finally, after 2 quick wickets, they've got reason to cheer, Nepal. They've got hope of restricting Kuwait to a manageable score.
Yeah, more than that, you hear the Nepal crowd now back. There's strong voices coming out as left-hander Bilal joins Umar in the center. 2 new batters now in the middle there.
What a great advertisement for cricket in Hong Kong. Fans just keep pouring in, keep pouring in. If you're in Hong Kong, you want to come down to witness this Super Sunday final, come on down. You take the MTR, get out at To Kwa Wan. take a cab down here, call an Uber, but don't miss the action. Turned away. Should be an easy single. Gets off the mark, Bilal.
Yeah, 136 for the loss of 4 in 13 overs. You don't want to lose more wickets here. You saw the wicket of Usman Ghani in the previous over, and followed by a wicket coming in of the well-set batter Raveja Sandravan.
Oh, got big on him. Bit of a top edge there, could have gone anywhere. Lands in no man's land for a single. Yeah, you're right, Harman. A real opportunity now for Nepal with 2 new men at the crease.
Here they want to get those silent overs in. You've seen all the big overs coming. And well, Kuwait will be wanting a partnership between these two batters. Omar alongside Bilal.
And they've got a bit of time in their favour as well. They can take an over and a half to just sort of stabilise things before going for the big shots. Around the wicket comes Karan KC. Edged down to deep third. And it's a single to close out a successful over. 10 runs off it, but the big wicket of Sandaruan at the
an eye towards that 200 plus mark. Much needed. It's a very good surface to bat upon. It's incredible the way they have played.
I was wondering why the crowd was up in arms. That's because we have a change in bowling. Crowd favoured Dipendra Singh Airi into the attack. DS Airi, Dippy. So many nicknames. Here comes Dippy. Good start. Round arm action. Keeping it nice and tight.
Here he's been known to save away those overs in between.
He races through his overs too. Big appeal there. I think he's perhaps got an inside edge on that. Bilal. Good start though, consecutive dots.
Well, interestingly, no signs of Kushal Mala. I was hoping him to come onto the attack.
I think the left-hander's presence has something to do with that. That's down the leg side, signalled wide.
That's sliding down the leg. You could sense that pressure on these two youngsters from Kuwait. You could see that 2 wickets falling. There's no one senior there in the centre. You got to find your ways yourself.
No doubt. Bit of a mini rebuild required from the Gulf nation. Finds a fielder, bit of a fumble. Still a dot.
Yeah, that'll work. These dot deliveries will work for Nepal. And urge the batter to make a mistake out of that.
Fielders getting more vociferous.
That looks like it's going in the air. Kushal Mala underneath. Good save. He saved a certain 6 there. Incredible fielding here from the jersey number 55, Kushal Mala.
That is absolutely wonderful. Most definitely saved 5 runs there. That, of course, can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Oh, that was brilliant. Kushal Mala. Yeah, so he might not be at the bowling crease.
Yeah, he's probably hurt his finger as well. You could see that a substitute fielder is going to come in place of Kushal Mala. It's probably the finger that's hurt him. You see Basir Ahmed coming in place of, I'm sorry, Shahab Alam.
Yeah.
My beg pardon.
Smash down the ground. Just 1. Just 3 runs coming off this over so far. One ball left. Could have been a different story had that been parried over for 6, but Kushal Malla, credit where credit is due. Dippy, definitely.
Oh, that was very good fielding. That's
Wide
gonna be
delivery.
saving 4 runs. Was Kushal Malla there?
5 runs.
5 runs. They just ran the single. I was actually a little too busy watching the effort of Kushal Malla, to be very honest.
You and me both, brother. Turned away. Oh, fielded off his own bowling. Well done, Dippy. 5 runs off the over. Good one. 143.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
Big call, by the way, leaving out Nimish Latif. But Naveen Raj was fantastic yesterday. You can't leave him out. 4 overs, none for 13. You can't leave him out after that.
And that's where I think it makes the job of a head coach and the management so difficult, is when you got so good amount of players in that lineup, that pool of talent, who do you let down? It's always tricky.
Tahir on strike. Top edge, but he clears fine leg. I think that's a 1 bounce 4. Yep, confirmed by the umpire. Good thinking though, Karan KC. I think he surprised him with that bouncer.
Yeah, he's a good player of that pull shot. 1 bounce away. Had he got a fielder there, I feel could have been a catching opportunity as well for him.
I get the feeling Tahir wasn't looking to go as fine as where that ball ended up.
Yeah, the previous game, Bilal got 33 from 12 deliveries against Nepal. 4 sixes and a boundary.
Moves across his stumps. He hasn't got all of it. Top edge. Ooh, lands in no man's land.
Very lucky to be saved from that one. It was in the air, it was a chance, but the fielder was at the edge of the boundary line. Brings Umar on strike. Run a ball for both the batters.
I could see some jackets coming on here at TKRG, but the action is only heating up. Going at in excess of 10 runs and over. Umar, can he join the boundary count?
Well watched. You got to credit that to the batter. That's the kind of delivery which has produced 2 breakthroughs for Nepal. One of Meet and the other one of the dangerous Ravija. As Karan Casey is using all the experience that he's got. Such a smart customer with the ball in hand. Had a very good outing in the Nepal Premier League last year, which was in somewhere around December 2024. Was in the top 5 most wicket taker list.
Puts a heave into the leg side, should only be 1. Shahab Alam, the substitute, cleans up. Shahab Alam, of course, in place of Kushal Malla. He injured his finger, saving a 6 on the boundary.
Yeah, probably he did attempt for the catch, but then saw that on the follow-through he can't be doing that. So made sure that he popped the ball back into the play. Saving 5 runs, very crucial 5 runs in this format. Every run matters.
That's smashed. Oh, run out chance, he's in trouble. And he's out. Oh, Bilal Tahir. He's not happy, but he's gonna have to walk back. He's blaming his partner. Here's why. He's been dismissed.
Straight towards the fielder, Kushal Burtal. There was no way there was a single there. A yes, a no. And Bilal has to walk back. That is another very big wicket here. As Kuwait lose their 5th wicket for 148.
Yeah, that's an absolutely massive blow here for the Kuwaitis. The designated finisher, the man in form. That's the end of his day as a batter. They've lost half their side now for 149.
And this is where Nepal has been known as the Rhinos. The comeback, the season of comeback that they've got. All of a sudden 3 wickets falling, and you've got the skipper Aslam in at number 7. He batted well in the first game, was the player of the match, 55, not out. Didn't get to bat much against Nepal.
They've got to be careful now, Kuwait. Just beginning to lose a little bit of momentum. 3 quick wickets have fallen. Yeah, since drinks. Both Usman Ghani Patel, Ravija Sundaruan, and now Bilal Tahir. 3 very, very big wickets to fall in the last 5 overs. Karan Casey as well deserves a little bit of credit for piling on some pressure in his second spell. First ball for Kuwait skipper. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What a welcome this has been for the batter. Peach of a delivery to test him right away. It was the final delivery of the over as well. And Karan Casey finding his rhythm towards the latter part of the tournament. This is excellent bowling. And all of a sudden, that net run rate is under 10 for the first time in this contest for Kuwait.
Two. But he got the massive scalp of Ravija Sundaruan. And another man who's made a contribution. You'll see him in a second. He's going to be continuing. Kushal Bertal to continue. It's punched. Again a dot ball. They're coming back into this Nepal. How quickly things can change. Kuwait, they've lost 39 for 3 in the last 5.1 overs since drinks.
Well, how often have we seen that drinks breaking the momentum, and 150 is up with that single in 15.2 overs. I see a lot more relaxed faces in the field of Nepal, where that 220, 230 was looking like a very possible score.
Yeah, they'd have to go some to get 220 from the stage. Guided away, he's off the mark, the skipper. Kushal Mullah back on the field. Glad he's okay.
Yeah, good to see him back. He's going to be a very key all-rounder. Probably might not just see an over with him, but with the bat will play a big role.
Good sound off the bat. Again, same result. These singles are not going to bother Nepal at all.
Yeah, that surely won't bother them, but something that I'm so surprised about is that approach from Umar. You don't see that, 6 of 8. That's not his natural way of batting. It's probably because he's got a string of low scores ever since he's arrived in Hong Kong. But I feel you got to play your natural game. You got to go for the attack. Yes, wickets have fallen, but we saw that same being done by Bilal in the previous game against Nepal.
Good. Very, very good from Bertal. 3-dimensional cricketer, isn't he, Bertal? Into the third over.
He's incredible with the ball, with the bat, with the field. Is there anything else that he cannot do? I've heard he's a good dancer as well.
I hope he's not a good commentator. Our jobs are at risk.
Well, I don't mind sharing the comm box with him.
Oh, misses out on that. Lucky fumble there. Allows him to get through for 1.
And you can see Aslam very unhappy with that single. Was running at the danger end, but the throw never came in. It was nothing.
couple left. Even the Dipendra Singh Airi just bowled a 1 over so far for 5. This is what I was talking about. Every chance Nepal, even when Kuwait were going strong, every chance Nepal could have restricted them to less than 190. But a flourish from the skipper might change that. Aslam on strike, Kami with the ball. Guided, good fielding. Really, really good from backward point.
Equally good fielding and batting, I would say. As our sheets are all over the way.
Yeah, the wind has properly picked up here. But don't worry, absolutely no chance of rain according to the forecast. We're good. A dry, sunny, beautiful day here at TKRG. Slower delivery, well bowled Sompal. Totally foxed Muhammad Umar.
Umar is under pressure, you can sense that. He needs one big hit out of the park to get back in that momentum, that confidence as a batter. One from the middle of the bat, and you might see a lot many coming after. But you got to credit the bowling of Nepal as well, changing it up, mixing it quite well. The bowlers of Nepal, 5 overs, they've been really good.
Oh, he's got him. Fantastic. Sompal Kami, you miss, I hit. 6 down for Kuwait.
This was coming. I had sensed it. A lot many dot deliveries, trying to go for the big heave. And the stumps have been rattled up. Umar departs, 6th wicket down. All of a sudden, the momentum shifting towards Nepal. The Rhinos coming back into this contest like a fierce team. The youngster Umar has got his head down. He knows, had to step up today. They got such a good start.
That wicket brings Yasin Patel to the crease, back in the 11 today. He was out ill yesterday. We all know how good he is, how dangerous he is with the ball. And I tell you what, he can give it a whack too with the bat.
The left-hander Yasin Ishaq Patel. He's a complete all-rounder in at number 8. 154 on the board. Still got 21 legal deliveries. Jay?
Sompal, he's got his tail up. Nepal, they've got this renewed energy in the field and off the field as well. The supporters, more and more supporters pouring into this ground.
It's the 12th man doing a lot of wonders as well, I would say. Ravija was unaffected with those loud calls. So was the story with Clinto.
It's pushed into the offside. He gets off the mark. Quite quick between the wickets, I gotta say, Yasin.
It's one of the fittest. Complete all-rounder. Excellent in the outfield. Can bat, can bowl well. Give you power play overs, give you death overs, give you middle phase overs. Anywhere you want, he will adapt according to the situation.
Last ball coming up now. Only 2 runs off the over. A wicket to boast.
Well, dot deliveries are a crime in this format, aren't they?
Here's Sompal. Good sound off the bat, but again, only 1. He's going to keep strike the skipper. 3 off the over and a wicket. 3 overs to go. It's a 156 for 6.
17 done. Runs have dried up for Kuwait. This contest
I tell you what's happened since that drinks break. 7 overs, 46 for 4. At a time that we thought Kuwait were going to accelerate, the opposite has happened.
Another over for Kushal Bhurtel as he continues from the harbour end.
Yeah, into his last over, in fact. Again, big shot, but doesn't connect. Again, a dot ball.
Good bowling.
Actually just rubbing his rib there.
Yeah, that's the same area where it hit him yesterday.
Absolutely.
Probably should wear a rib cage or something. A rib protection. Much needed. Especially when you want to play that sweep shot. 4 of 7. They need to step up on that accelerator.
Bang. Is this the boundary they need? Oh, good bit of work in the deep. Really good effort. They're going to come back for 2 with the fielder in the deep. He saved another 2 runs.
The fielding is incredible, I would say. This is not an easy outfield. You got to see that. Incredible crowd of Nepal support.
Moves across his stumps, tries to find the gap, can't. Again, just 1.
3 of the first 3. That surely is not going to work around when you're batting at the 18th over phase. 15 more deliveries. How many runs do you think they're going to put up on the board? Quick prediction hat.
I think they'll get to exactly 180. You put me on the spot, mate. That's my prediction.
That's another 21 runs from here. I'm going to add 5 more. 185.
I just think the momentum has changed so dramatically in the last half an hour or so.
They needed someone to do a Bilal that he did in the previous outing against Nepal. 33 of 15. That quick cameo. Who can give them that? Still achievable. But the way these guys have been bowling, Kushal Bhurtel bowling his last over.
Again, inside edge. They're going to sneak through for 1. Yeah, signaled runs by the umpire. Just 1 ball left in this spell. Only 5 off this over. This is a high quality, high impact contribution from Kushal Bhurtel. Yasin Patel, can he ruin his figures? Playing a miss. Fantastic. Kushal Bhurtel. Take a bow. 1 for 27 in 4 overs. 2 overs left for Kuwait. They're 161 for 6.
From here.
Again, swing and a miss. And I think we see a bit of a leg cutter as well there from Sompal Kami. He's rushing back to his mark.
Doesn't want to lose the momentum. Doesn't want the batter to get settled.
Yeah, also they want to avoid that situation with 1 extra man up in that final over. Sompal again. 1 hand off the bat. Only 1. Only 1. Singles are not good enough here for Kuwait.
This is where that experience of Nepal comes in play. The way the bowlers have shaped up. If you could tell me a quick stat. Last 8 overs, how many runs and how many wickets have Kuwait managed?
52 for 4 in the last 8.2. Again, swung himself off his feet. That's been given, in fact. Sompal strikes again. Kuwait Kuwait lose their 7th.
Yeah, wickets have been tumbling here. 162 for 7, trying to go for the big one. Thick outside edge and a very good catch by Asif, who's got safe pair of hands. That glove work doing the wonder. And look at that celebrations. Nepal can feel that. They have been incredible, I would say, in the last 8.3 overs. If that is what is a comeback, tell me a better one.
I think it's one of the most impressive comebacks of the tournament so far, at least with the ball. Plenty of time left. We still have the second innings. We're getting a lot of score predictions here on YouTube. By the way, 13,000 people tuning in right now, live on the Cricket Hong Kong China YouTube channel. Many more watching on many other different platforms.
Here you've got the official streaming partner as StyxSports. A lot of streaming handles there. Here comes the bowler, Naveen Raj. And that's his first international runs as well, with that single.
Yep, off the bat. You would have been nervously waiting for that signal from the umpire.
I probably saw the bat being involved. This is incredible bowling. This is very, very good bowling, I would say. That run out of Bilal, that wicket of Umar, Ravija, Meet.
Slow delivery. Picks it well, but only one. Kushal Malla.
And look at Sompal. He has been running up towards his run-up. Wants to finish this over as soon as possible. You've got two more batters in that dugout of Kuwait. It's Shafiq and Anudeep.
Shafiq can give it a whack. So can Naveen Raj. He's not going to find the boundary though. He's going to keep the strike. One over to spare. It's 165 for 7.
Yeah, this has been a good turnaround by Nepal. Halfway stage.
Adjustment by Stickney. He got lap.
And that's where I think Kuwait will be so disappointed with that kind of start that they got, the flourishing start.
Nandan Yadav, last over. That's clipped down to long on. Only one. Good result for Nepal.
And him and Rohit Paudel look so relaxed. Says no throw on offer. Get back to your run up. Can Aslam get the big hits? The big hits is the need of the hour at the moment.
And you know this as well as I do. Loves going up and over the keeper. There's Aslam.
Well, he could go for that one as there is only a short third. That fine leg is up in the circle. Short third as well. He's got a deep third, in fact, now.
And he was looking there just a few seconds ago.
But also with his body language, you could feel that he is in some kind of a pain in that ribcage area. That's where the ball hit him yesterday.
Low full toss. He's got that well. He's got that in the gap. Oh, diving stop. Fantastic, Nepal. Yet again, saving the boundary. Not for the first time today either.
Well, look at that roar. Look at that roar and applause for the skipper. Rohit Paudel saving 2 for the side. That's the difference. That fielding efforts that they've been putting on display.
Yeah, remember, he let one through his legs in the power play. He's now saved 2 on the boundary. He's made up for it.
And the other things he might just make up with the bat. 4 more deliveries.
Again, he looks leg side. He's looking at his gaps. 12 of 14. Can he end with a flourish? Slow delivery. Dipendra Singh Airi. Bit of a fumble there, but only one.
Can Naveen Raj get the big hits? Still 3 more deliveries remaining. They're on 169. The previous time they met, Kuwait got 185, which was the highest T20I run chase for Nepal in 2025. Nandan Yadav, very impressive the way he has bowled. Another Yorker right into the block hole. How do you play that away? Excellent bowling.
So good. So good. Nandan Yadav deserves so much credit for this Nepalese bowling performance. He's the one who took those first 2 wickets, getting both Anto and Meet Bhavsar out. And what a performance it's been. Still 2 balls left, you never know. Couple of boundaries here could change everything. He's batting deep in his crease, Naveen Raj. Perhaps looking to turn a Yorker into a half volley. Good shot.
That's a good shot. And that will be a boundary. Welcome for there.
Yeah,
Finally breaking the shackles.
that is the first boundary in 34 deliveries for Kuwait, coming off the penultimate ball of the innings. 173 for 7. It's still not too bad of a total. Can he pick up another boundary? Did well moving across his stumps to access the offside.
He's an opening batter though in domestic circuit, Naveen Raj. Final delivery.
Nandan, he's bowled well, 2 for 33. Digs it out, chooses not to go for the throw. And that's the end of the Kuwaiti innings. 174 for 7. A decent score, but they would have been hoping for 200 plus. Hats off to Nepal, their bowlers. They took 64 for 5 in those final 10 overs. And they're going to need 175 to win the trophy, the big trophy, the HK Men's T20I Series, powered by India Club.
Yeah, for sure. 174 for the loss of 7 in the finals. Is that going to be enough? Let's have a quick look at that playing 11, followed by that batting summary. Ravija, 63 of 36, 6 fours, and he got 4 sixes. Clinton was batting well before he perished, 26 of 14, 3 sixes in that. Meet looked really good before that slow delivery from Nandan to get rid of him, 16 of 8. Usman Ghani, 23 of 15. That middle over partnership between Ravija and Usman, broken by Kushal. Omar got 7 of 11. Bilal 9 of 10. That bizarre run out. Aslam stayed not out for 13 of his 15. Yasin 2 of 5. And Naveen Raj with a boundary, 8 of 6. 7 extras in total.
And the bowlers 1 for 42. Karan Casey bowled better than those figures suggest. Sompal Kami expensive in his first over, but stormed back, taking 2 for 26. 2 wickets as well for the impressive Nandan Yadav. 2 for 34 for him. And Kushal Bertal controlling those middle overs. Fantastic spell of 1 for 27. And the match summary, if you're just joining us, it's Kuwait who were put into bat. They started with a bang, smashing 110 for 2 in those first 10 overs. The next 10 overs, it was all Nepal. Fantastic fight back. They took 5 wickets in those final 10 overs, conceded a mere 64. Kami, Nandan Yadav, 2 apiece. Karan KC, 1 for 42. End of a very entertaining first innings. Do join us in around 10 to 15 minutes for the second half of the big final of the HK Men's T20I Series, proudly supported by the India Club.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
It brought him up for Tim Davis.
Adjustment by Stickney. He got left.
Who will win today? Get expert predictions, stats, and analysis before the match starts. Visit StyxSports.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
It brought him up for Tim Davis.
Adjustment by Stickney. He got left.
who will win today. Get expert predictions, stats, and analysis before the match starts. Visit StyxSports.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more, latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news, only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
That and Kuwait will be the crown champions of Hong Kong Men's T20 Series 2025, powered by India Club and presented by Cricket Hong Kong China. A slip in position, Kushal on strike alongside Asif Sheikh at the non-striker's end. And a good start here for Yasin Patel. Welcome back to the Combox, Jay.
Thanks, Harman. You called it. Spin to start here for Kuwait. Does it so often, Yasin?
Another good delivery. Wants to put the pressure on. Could be a chance of run out there. A throw at the striker's end. Comedy of errors.
Yeah, Kuwait, they're not laughing. They want that nice early breakthrough. Yeah, Kushal Bertel, Asif Sheikh, so much experience batting together. I would say for the last almost 4 years now.
Well, that's the pressure of a spin bowler right away. Yasin Patel, ever since debuting, has bowled inside of the power play. This is his 50th T20I. Another dot delivery there.
Good start, exactly what you want. Your experienced power play bowler.
But it's about continuing. First 6 overs going to be very, very important. Another good delivery. Straight towards Omar Abdullah. It's another dot ball. And there's a change in field as well.
Yeah, you have a man just dropping back from mid-wicket to deep mid-wicket. Got a long on in position as well. That long on just moving a little bit more round.
Oh, how did that miss? That was a peach of a delivery, Yasin Patel. Oh dear.
Yeah, and signaled runs off the bat, I believe. Oh, those are hard to take as a keeper, those inside edges. Fortuitous way to get off the mark if you're Asif Sheikh.
You got to save those today. It's the finals on the line. What a delivery. And now, does he have a leg slip coming in? What's the field setup here? The slip has been removed. More of a short, fine leg.
Last ball of the over.
5 of it. Lucky boundary. And that'll be a single. Asif will keep the strike. A good start, I would say, for Yasin Patel. 6 of it. After one Nepal, a 6 without a loss.
You know, Harman.
Flicked away nicely.
Want to watch fastest live streaming with no delays?
cleanly.
Get real-time updates. Only on StyxSports.
It's taken the over. Pace well.
Stay ahead, stay real-time, get fast streaming. Only on StyxSports.com.
Unit about who's going to take home the cup. Still just about backing Nepal.
Well, it's going to be Mohammad Shafiq to share the new ball alongside Yasin. And also Yasin is bowling from that shorter boundary. That's in the air. It's probably in the gap as well. It's a chase by Yasin as they come back for the double. 2 runs added to the scoreboard.
Hey, Yasin's been involved with every single ball this inning so far. No rest after bowling that first over.
I think his 4 overs are going to be very deciding. Let me tell you that. Very deciding will be his 4 overs. So Nepal will be very watchful of his spell.
They've got some proper spin options. Aslam, Naveen Raj as well.
Meet. That's been pulled away. That's a good shot. That's the first boundary from the bat. Oh, it was Asif Sheikh, I beg pardon. So the second boundary from the bat of Asif. This one from the middle.
Yeah, wonderful. Pulled well in front of square. That's a sign that he has so much time on the ball, Asif Sheikh. These two, of course, Sheikh and Bertel, they started opening together during Dav Watmore's tenure way back in the pandemic. And since then, they've been nearly inseparable, especially in the shortest format. Shafiq again.
That's a good comeback. A loud appeal as well. He's got a deep third there. He's probably asking for another field change from his skipper Aslam. What do you reckon on this field spread, Jay? A deep square leg there in the deep to take those catches is Anu Deep.
We've seen this tactic from both Kuwait and Nepal in this series. Still is something in this pitch for the faster bowlers. We saw Sompal Kami getting some to zip through, Nandan Yadav as well. Can Shafiq do the same?
That's in the air and probably in the gap as well. Another boundary added. Where the runs were held in that first over, it's been leaked a little in this one.
Yeah, no stopping that. Square drive there. Meet Buffer recovering from a flu, being made to sprint in vain. This is a really good start now for Asif Sheikh. 3 boundaries in his 15.
Yeah, got to adjust that length a little bit. As you know, they're going to go all attack in the power play. Use that fielders inside of the circle. You just got 2 of them outside the 30-yard circle. You want to make the most out of those first 6 overs, don't you? It's not a very big target, but you want to put pressure on the bowlers of Kuwait.
That's exactly what Kuwaiti's batters did. The Kuwaiti batters, I beg your pardon. Fantastic in the power play. But it's that post-power play period. That's where they slowed down. And then they lost their way those last 10 overs. 2 balls left in the second.
That's a biggie. That is a biggie. Asif Sheikh has got crowd up and rolling at the moment here.
Ah, Asif Sheikh, massive shake. Look at that. Absolutely smashed this way over the head of long on. That brought the crowd to their feet.
16 of the over with 1 more delivery to spare. Whereas that first over gave them all the good start. This has to be the start Nepal were looking for.
Such composed hitting as well.
He made batting look easy there. The kind of position that he got in, that extension of the arms. Where do you keep your fielders? He's got a long off now in position for Asif. A very deep backward point.
Remember, they're longer straight boundaries from this end. Gotta make a really good connection Especially it hit it that far. Last ball of the over. Dot ball.
He's looking for that single but denied. End of the over. Very expensive, I would say. 2 overs done. 22 without a loss on Nepal.
To step up. They need to break this partnership. Kushal Bhurtel on strike. Hasn't had much of the strike, but he's had the best seat in the house for the Asif Sheikh show. Use of the feet, chipped into the leg side. They're thinking about a second. They're going to come back for it. Meet Bhavsar. That throw is not quite good enough. Easy 2 here for Nepal.
Can Yasin get that wicket? That wicket of either Kushal or Asif Sheikh. Punched off the back foot. Good fielding there by Anudeep. Another dot delivery. Kushal Bhurtel is very watchful. Another dot ball.
Yeah, more of this needed. There's a nice first over as well from Yasin. Bhurtel on strike again.
Yeah, there was an appeal there. No runs on offer.
Yeah, you got to ask for everything. Every bowler does that. Yasin no different. 2 balls left now in what's been a good third over.
Oh, what a delivery. He's got him. That's the stumps rattled up. It's the dangerous Kushal Bhurtel who departs. And it is Yasin Patel with that in-spinning delivery. Look at that one. The wobble seam works.
Faster, flatter, nice and straight as well, giving him no room to work with. Kushal Bhurtel, the man in form. That's the end of his day. He's gone for 3. Nepal 24 for 1.
You need a wicket. You need a breakthrough call. Yasin Patel.
I think we all know who's walked in at number 3, the familiar figure. The captain, Rohit Paudel, walking in at 3. There's no one more perfect than Rohit Paudel, the skipper himself, walking in at a crucial stage of this game.
He's got to play the captain's knock. Not lose wickets, that's going to be the key. Oh, another very good delivery there. Trying to attack the stumps with a similar delivery that got rid of Kushal Bhurtel. What an over from Yasin Patel.
Can't ask for much more. 2 overs, 1 for 8 for the left-arm spinner. Nepal after 3, 24 for 1. At the end of the second over, we were talking about how Nepal had a slight advantage once again. The pendulum swinging just a satisfying. You love to see it. Great support for Nepal here at TKRG. A massive Nepalese community in Hong Kong.
Yeah, crowd coming out in numbers, and Anudeep has been introduced after that 1 over of Shafiq, which was expensive. You've got Anudeep back into the account. It's his first over. And to the finals. You can hear the Nepal crowd as well. Starts off with a wide delivery.
Yeah, not the ideal start there for Anudeep.
Wicket number 2. Anudeep strikes. Gets the well set Asif Sheikh. And that confidence brewing in Kuwait. First wicket by Yasin Patel. The second one by Anudeep. Simple catch there. Clinto wasn't dropping. He's all pumped, and why not?
Yeah, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. Oh, the huge one. Asif Sheikh departs for 21. The score still 25, but they've lost 2 wickets. 3.1 overs.
Kushal Malla is going to be the new batter in.
He's aggressive. Kushal Malla. Dangerous. But I don't think he was expecting to walk in this early. The openers, they started so well. Both Kushal Bertel, especially Asif Sheikh.
He's in at number 4. Kushal Malla. They call him Malli Boy. Very famous back in Nepal. He's played a lot of global leagues as well. A lot of exposure there for him. He's always been a fierce cricketer.
Yeah, he played the T20 as well, didn't he, Kushal Malla?
Yes, he did.
Made a trip down to Canada too.
For the GT20. Oh, is there another one? Yes, it is. 2 and 2, Anudeep. You beauty. The debutant on this tour is making a remark in the finals. 3 down on Nepal. The dangerous Kushal Malla goes without troubling the scorers.
He's going to be on a hat-trick as well, Anudeep. Wow. That's how you do it. 3 down inside the power play. Nepal 25 for 3.
Well, you never know. That intent by Kuwaiti bowlers. And what has Anudeep done here is incredible. He's on a hat-trick on his debut tour, performing in the finals. Double strike in his very first over. Dipender Singh Airy in at number 5. Had he expected at the halfway stage that he'll be coming out to bat in just 3.2 overs?
No, absolutely not. He would have wanted to come out around the halfway mark. And look at that required rate. It's ballooned to 9 runs and over. Concerned faces among the Nepali contingent. They're positioned around that scoreboard, a scoreboard that they don't want to look at right now. One slip in position. On a hat-trick.
Excellent delivery. Excellent hat-trick delivery there. A Yorker well denied by the batter. Where Anudeep shining like a bright star. The Tin Kwong Recreation Ground, Hong Kong, China.
Looks a bit fidgety, doesn't he, Dipender Singh Airy? You know he's got an absolute mountain to climb right now. In the big final. All that pressure.
Oh, another good delivery. Again missing the edge of the bat. Nice bounce, nice carry. Anudeep with every dot delivery, that confidence boosting as well for the youngster.
And you got to give it up to the curator as well, the ground staff. Such good wickets for T20 cricket. We've seen runs. We've seen something in it as well for the fast bowlers. Just a hint of grip and turn as well for the spinners.
I feel this wicket is for the player on the merit. You bowl well, you've got wickets. You bat well, you get runs. You see Yasin Patel pitched in the right areas, got wicket. Anudeep, same way. Took a few games to get adjusted. 3 wickets against Qatar and he's back. It's clipped off the pads. Will be a quick single, as that is leg by signal by Mr. Venkatesh.
He's going to have to wait to get off the mark here, Dipendra Singh Irie. Oh, Rohit Paudel just watching the carnage unfold from the other end. Walked in at 3, he's only faced 1 ball.
Yeah, but you just cannot count out Nepal as of yet because of the kind of depth that they have in their batting lineup. Yes, you've got the wicket of Asif Sheikh, Kushal Bhurtel and Kushal Mala, but that doesn't stop them. They've got still so many good quality batters in that lineup. Kane was in the air for a shy second. Will be a quick one. Good fielding there by Yasin Patel, another man that cannot be kept away from the action. But what a good over this has been from Anudeep. 2 for 2 in his first after 4. Nepal 27 for the loss of 3.
One of these two, maybe both, have to kick on if Nepal want to win this trophy. Required run rate 9.25. It's not out of control. Started with a bang, didn't he? We thought, oh my God, it's going to be a dangerous power play for Kuwait. It's gone the other way since then.
All happening at the TKGR?
TKRG.
RG. I'll get the hang of it before I travel. Yasin Patel.
How are they going to get the hang of Yasin Patel though, these Nepal batters?
1 for 8 in his first 2. Rohit Paudel on strike. Tries to go for the sweep, a little too early to play that. It's a dot delivery.
2.1 overs, 1 for 8, bowling in the power play in a tournament final.
And also, just for your information, Yasin Patel not 100% fit. He is also running down with a fever, cough and cold. Another good delivery there, another dot ball. Everything happening to get the hands on that cup, that finals coveted trophy.
Waited on that. Again, same result, another dot ball. I like what he did there. It was a little bit slower, a little bit shorter. He's keeping the batter guessing.
He's a very smart customer with the ball in hand. Yasin Patel has played a lot of cricket back in Baroda before he shifted to Kuwait. Another dot delivery. Good bowling. Oh, misfield. Which fielder was that? It was Bilal Tahir. You generally don't see him do the misfield.
I think that actually might have been Ravija with Bilal doing the cleaning up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see Ravija do that too often either.
You don't see any of them do that, but it happened in the first innings as well. Rohit Paudel, a lot of misfields. Quicker delivery. Has he got the man? The finger goes up. It's the big wicket of Dipendra Singh Irie. Yasin Patel.
And who would have thought this as well? Off a full toss. Look at that. Oh,
Right in front.
Should have been a friendly put away, Harman.
Call him Yasin wicket-taking Patel. Or probably Yasin breakthrough Patel. because he's the man who's got them 2 big wickets here. 28 for 4. Nepal, they were 21 for 1 if I'm not wrong.
My word. He was running a fever yesterday, Yasin Patel. But today, he's been in red hot form. And I just have to point something out. You just got hit by a piece of paper, mate. I hope you're okay.
I'm just as fine as I could get. The paper almost took me away. The paper cuts are sharp. Let me tell you that.
Oh, you had a shocker, man. Balls flying at you.
Just that kind of a day at the office where the boss is behind me. 28 for 4 for the loss for Nepal in just 4.5 overs. This is incredible bowling from Yasin Patel. Those dot deliveries is where that pressure came up on the batter's mind.
Yeah, we have that statistic, right? 3 dot deliveries and the statistical likelihood of a wicket absolutely skyrockets. You know what else has skyrocketed? That required rate, nearly 10 runs and over.
That's the quality of bowling inside of the power play.
Taking a moment to get his field right. That square leg moving just a little bit more round. Left-hander Bashir on strike. Can he rescue Nepal?
Let's push that one for a single. End of the over, number 5. Nepal at the moment struggling, 29 for the loss of 4.
His partners walk back to the dugout, and he's been starved of the strike. Nepal starved of momentum, plagued by dot balls, pressurized by wickets. That's been guided down to deep third for a single. Anudeep.
Also, this is the last over of the power play. That responsibility being given to Anudeep.
Last over of the power play, but with all those wickets that have fallen, are they even thinking about the aerial route?
Well, I don't think so. They will be planning for that. You've got to build up a partnership. Rohit Paudel has to bat.
Guided, quick call for a single. Bilal can't prevent it.
Well, overall, this has been a very, very good start, I would say.
But it's too early for them to drop their shoulders, Nepal. It's one of those things, plenty of time left in this innings. If you just pick up 3 or 4 singles and over, you're going to get an over with a couple of sixes. Going to get an over with a couple of boundaries. That's a wide delivery. But Bashir, who's on strike now, he's got to keep his skipper company. Because we've seen when Rohit Paudel, when he gets set, when he gets Zion, he's just as dangerous as anyone in associate cricket.
Well, that's one thing for sure, that they will be tested throughout the innings. Anudeep.
They're not going to give up. They're Nepal fans. They've been supporting the cardiac kids for many years now. We all know that Nepal, they have a knack. They have a happy knack of pulling off thrillers.
Yeah, they will give up the fight. They're not. This is the field of meat. Disciplined bowling here from Anudeep. Playing his debut series. Very impressive. The big finals, gets that double strike.
I'll tell you, the two seamers that have really impressed me in this series, Anudeep being one of them, and Nandan Yadav from Nepal.
I agree on that one. It's been very impressive as well. Nandan Yadav from Nepal has done well.
2 balls left in the power play. Poundell. That's upish. Might be taken. Oh, just short of that mid-on fielder.
Just didn't carry. There were 2 fielders converging for that one. It was always going to be a tough one. It was Naveen Raj and Clinto, both at mid-off and mid-on respectively. But just couldn't take that catch. Falling short. Had that catch been completed, that would have been a 3-for for Anudeep and counting, and 5 men down under 40. There have been a lot more pressure than we thought.
You know, it's one of those things. They're trying to protect the power play. That man was all the way back on the circle. I would have done the same if I was captain.
Yeah, you got to save the bigger runs as well. Masir on strike.
1 ball left in the power play. Use of the feet. Oh, he's got that. That's a nice end to the power play. First boundary for Bashir. After 6, Nepal 38 for 4.
The Nepalese supporters around the boundary line.
And what you're going to see from the Nepal fans as well. Twelfth man, the more the crowd comes into it and the more pressure can build on the opposition. We have a change in bowling. Looks like Naveen Raj coming into the attack. How impressive he was yesterday. 4 overs, none for 13. What a way to make your debut. The only reason he played is because Yasin Patel was out ill. Yasin back in. Naveen retains his spot. That's too short. Anudeep does well. Long barrier. Keeps it down to 1.
Yeah, he's a pretty good fielder. And he looks a lot more confident as well. The way he has been bowling, picking up wickets. As Naveen Raj comes in to bowl the 7th over for the outing.
Guided nicely, finds the gap again, does Basir. Back-to-back boundaries for Basir. Moves into double figures, 11 off 5.
That was a good shot. Piercing the gap. And you could see Aslam again. It's got that rib cage.
Full toss drilled through the offside again. Could be another boundary. Yes, it is. Basir turning it on at TKRG.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it was a full toss by Naveen Raj. And gets hit away. Just acing that gap. Basir moves on to 15 of 6 deliveries. It's pretty good batting.
That 9 off the over already. We're only halfway through the 6th. And this is what I was talking about. The required run rate. It's not out of control. You've got to build a bit of a partnership. Pulled away this time.
Oh, deflected from his own partner, Rohit Paul. They wanted the second, but he slips. Lucky escape for the bowler.
I tell you what, this little cameo has done here from Basir. It's taken a bit of pressure off the captain's shoulders as well.
Yeah, 127, still the requirement for 80 deliveries. Kuwait should be eyeing for another wicket or two.
And Nepal want the opposite. They want this pair to stick together for the next 5, 6, 7 overs, maybe beyond that. Set things up nicely for the likes of Karan KC, Sompal Kami. Worked away. It's only going to be one.
Just another single there. Just the one run.
But I think Kuwait and Naveen Raj are finding out that you don't want to give this man Basir too much width outside the off stump. Strong through the offside. Just like that, again guided. This time Nimish Latif, the substitute, will keep it down to 1. Runs off every ball in that over. 12 off it, 50 up.
Flicked away nicely.
Want to watch fastest live streaming with no delays?
Cleanly.
Get real-time updates. Only on StyxSports.
It's taken the over. Change of pace well.
Stay ahead, stay real-time, get fast streaming. Only on StyxSports.com.
Just before the start of this finals, went down to the wire. 29 needed, he had 3 hits. 3 big ones. I felt like I called before it. Someone needs to do the Rinku Singh. Shahzeb almost did that. But Yasim, showing the experience, tossed it up, got his wicket, and they won that by 1 run.
Yeah, Yasim, of course, the Hong Kong skipper. But for now, it's the Kuwait skipper, Mohammad Aslam, in to bowl his first over. 8th of the innings. And how much is that bruised rib going to impact him?
Well, I'm sure he's not going to think about that. Post-game, yes. Not at the moment.
Nice and straight, but they sneak a single nonetheless. Good presence of mind there from Poundell.
Yeah, they don't want dot deliveries. Every run matters, every single will count. And that's what probably they have been looking for.
In less than an hour from now, we're going to find out who takes home the trophy. Getting closer and closer to that climax. Around the wicket comes Aslam. That's guided, can't find the gap. Good contest this, captain to captain.
This is good work.
Only one. Only one. And in my opinion, no better man right now to be bowling for Kuwait than Mohammad Aslam, the skipper himself. He's an absolute master in this middle overs phase. Very, very hard to get away. Again, only one. And this is not really going to bother them. If Nepal only pick up 5, 6 runs and over in the next few overs, you're going to see that required run rate really start to reach uncomfortable levels. Oh, has he bowled him? Oh, so close to the stumps. Feel like he almost started celebrating there for a minute. Hands on his head.
That was very close to the timber, but also some quick glove work there from Usman Ghani Patel, reminding the batter. Rohit, 7 of 14 at the moment.
Consecutive dots to close out a very good 8th over. Just 3 runs off it. It's 53 for 4.
And then that wicket.
I've got a question for you after this delivery. Naveen Raj coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Oh, leg spinner there. So my question for you, Yasim Tail, he's got 1 over left. When do you bowl that over?
Has to be during the middle phase, I feel. Or probably if this partnership leads to somewhere around 30 or 40, I'll bring him 1 over. Because this phase could be used up between Aslam and Naveen. And in between, one more bowler could be brought in. Probably it would be Meet Bhavsar, if I'm not wrong. And then you've got Anudeep's overs as well. You've got overs of... Probably Shafiq might have to bowl 1 more.
Yeah, it really is a game of chance, Nepal. They've got to pick someone to target. Naveen could be that person. That's short, but it's in the air. Long off takes it. They've lost half their side. The captain out for 7.
That's a big wicket. Naveen Raj strikes. Yes, he was expensive, but the captain believed in him. And he strikes. Was a bang shot delivery. And Bilal Tahir was never dropping those. 54 for 5 at the moment.
I tell you what, I rate him very highly, Rohit Paudel. He's out for 7, 54 for 5, but I have to question, what was he trying to do with that shot?
He was trying to target that shorter side of the boundary, wanted to go for the big hit. Let me tell you, Kuwait beats Nepal here, and that world of associate cricket is going to take them very, very serious. Nepal, of course, is high-ranked team.
Yeah, but Kuwait have been getting increasingly competitive with every passing year. They're a genuine threat on the associate scene. And the scoreline would suggest why. Required rate now in excess of 10.5 runs and over. It's actually still not unmanageable, but the issue is that wickets column. We thought a partnership was beginning to build. Bashir's looking good, but then he loses his captain and brings Sompal Kami to the crease at number 7. The dangerous Sompal Kami. But he's going to have to bat deep. The legend gets off the mark. So good with the ball. 2 wickets in that first innings for Kami. Kuwait, of course, ranked 24 in the T20I rankings. Nepal on 17. This is what I was talking about. Kuwait becoming more and more competitive with every passing year. Naveen again. That's too short. Kept a bit low though, so it's only going to be a single. Another few quiet overs. You're going to see the equation balloon to 2 runs a ball. Pushed down the ground, just 1. Kami will keep strike. End of another successful over. 4 runs off it, and the massive wicket of Rohit Paudel. After 9, it's 57 for 5.
Incredible figures there.
Flicked away nicely.
Want to watch fastest live streaming with no delays?
Cleanly.
Get real-time updates. Only on StyxSports.
It's taken the over. Change of pace well.
Stay ahead, stay real-time, get fast streaming. Only on StyxSports.com.
It's the way they have bowled, very aggressive. Even after 16 of that second over, they bounced back really strong.
Should just be 1. Usman Ghani and Patel in hot pursuit. And this is why at the toss I was saying something in that 175 region, 175, 180, likely to be a winning score, especially in a big final. At the start of the innings when Asif Sheikh was going big, I wasn't so sure.
Me neither.
Worked away. Ooh! Sets himself high standards. Lets that through off his own bowling.
Yeah, it's also that injury that has been bothering him quite a lot. You could see that. Captain Incredible Aslam, the most successful captain for Kuwait from the past 6 years.
It's a long time to be leading your country. Shafiq does well. Another dot ball.
Well, that's the kind of quality as a leader he brings on table. Gives the youngsters the chance to expose and explore the opportunities. Let them play freely. He's a very welcoming captain as well.
It's always nice to commentators and presenters as well. Very good with the media. Another dot.
100%. And speaks highly of you as well.
Oh, that's good to know. It's because I complimented him on his perfume. That's why.
Oh yeah, I remember. I'll ask him about that brand that he uses. Off air, of course. That'll be a single.
Score moves on to 60. If you're just joining us, it's Kuwait who were put into bat. They scored 174. What a comeback from Nepal with the ball. Having said that, so far, first half of the innings, it's been all Kuwait. Pulled away nicely. Bashir, he's still fighting. Moves on to 23. We're going to take a break for a drink. After 10 overs, Nepal 61 for 5.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's said to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.
Started with a bang with 21. Sadly, he was one of 2 victims for Anudeep Chintamara. The pick of the bowlers along with Yasin Patel. 2 wickets apiece for them. And Naveen Raj as well, chipping in with a wicket of his own. The tall off spinner, leg spinner bowls a bit of both. Keeps you guessing as a batter. Full toss drilled. But he can't find the gap. It's only one to meet the Bhavsar.
They'll be expecting another wicket here from Naveen Raj if he can produce one. Sompal Kami and Basir Ahmed rebuilding for Nepal. 113 from 59 the requirement.
Slashed away, can't find the gap and run out. Disaster. Kami held so much hope for Nepal, but he's going to have to walk back for 4.
Well, there was never a single. And a very good throw there from Shafiq. And well done by the wicketkeeper Usman Ghani. 62 for 6 now. And Sompal, who is looking very promising to build up that partnership, departs. Game on for Kuwait, I would say. They have been dominating this, and how?
And that's what pressure can do. There was never a run in that. I don't know where he was going, Sompal Kami. Well, now he's going to have to go back to the dugout. But the game is definitely not over for Nepal. The dangerous Gulsanzar walks in at number 8. Is that just a little bit too low for him? We've seen Gulsanzar bat at number 4, number 5 for Nepal. What's he doing at number 8? Karan KC as well, waiting in the shed. He's dangerous in that lower order. So there's batting, there's firepower to come here for the Himalayan nation. Naveen Raj. Oh, it's a poor start. Down the leg side. Bonus run here. And interesting. Looked like he chose to bowl the leg spinner there. Spinning that into the left-hander. Oh, the googly this time, a play and a miss. Just as I said, a couple of quiet overs. And the required run rate will skyrocket. It's nearly 12 runs and over. Squeezed away, just one. Good backing up as well in the deep. You have to give Kuwait credit. They hit the ground running in this final. 110 they scored in their first 10 overs. The last 10 overs a different story. But regular programming has resumed for the Gulf nation. Grabbed this run chase by the scruff of the neck. Barely given Nepal anything to work with. Last ball of the 11th. Oh, so close to that outside edge. The googly outfoxing Gulsanzar again. At the end of 11, it's 65 for 6. Basir. Wickets falling around him. He stroked his way to 25. But he needs some sort of support from the other end. We have change in bowling again, this time Bilal Tahir. A little bit of off spin. Taking the ball away from the left-handers. It's a bit short. Short arm jab down the ground for 1. Look, we saw it in game 1 this morning, where Qatar just kept coming at Hong Kong. They fell short by just 1 run. Just be 1 again. But of course, in that game, they needed around 16 and over in the last 5 overs. And like I said, they lost by only 1 run. They needed 28 in the final over. They got 26. Pulled away. Man in the deep, Anudeep. The secret for Qatar They had a set man at the crease, their captain, Ikramullah. Driven again. And of course, it's not a massive ground either. If a batsman has a good 10 or 15 minutes, they can change the complexion of a game. Guided. Only one again. Shafiq does the cleaning up. Last ball coming up. A single of each of the 5 deliveries. That's in the air. Is it long enough? Yes, just over the man. They needed that maximum. Well done. Gulsanzar with his first 6.
He's a powerful striker, Gulshan, isn't he? And Bilal had bowled a good over so far. Just that last delivery going away. Half a dozen. 11 of that over after 12. 76 for the loss of 6. As they say, it ain't over till it's over. But at the moment, the over is up.
The over's over. 11 off it. Very productive one for Nepal. And that's the thing. You've got to target that 5th and 6th bowler. Naveen Raj into his final over. 1 for 20 and 3. Good contribution again. Oh, good stuff.
Starts with a dot ball. And I've got a very interesting fact that since ICC has introduced T20I ranking, Kuwait has never beaten Nepal in the past decade in senior men's category.
That might just change if they keep going like this. Again, just 1.
However, Kuwait has beaten Nepal under 19 in ACC under 19 Asia Cup in Dubai, ICC Academy ground, approx 3 to 4 years ago, when Meet Bhavsar single-handedly scored 175 not out.
Prolific, isn't he, Meet? Short. Hasn't quite got it. Oh, what a catch! It's Meet Bhavsar! We were just speaking about him! That's how good he is! Oh my word! 7 wickets down. The dangerous Jah has to walk back.
Well, Naveen Raj spinning the web there. And I was just talking about Meet Bhavsar. And he's taken that catch at 77 for 7 for Nepal. Who would have thought about it at the halfway stage? We were talking about Kuwait would be more than disappointed with that 175, with the way they were cruising. But here, that 175 looks like 225 at the moment.
It's all in the past. It's all in the past. Harman, what matters, of course, is the fact that another dangerous batter walks back to the shed. And a dangerous batter replaces him, Karan KC. One of the most popular cricketers in Nepal. A certified legend, a future Hall of Famer. But none of those accolades mean anything right now. He's got a big responsibility on his shoulder. He's got to go big, and he's got to bat deep.
Yeah, he surely has to bat deep, but 98 of 45, that equation is a little alarming to me. That required run rate jumping towards 1307 and 2 for 21 in his second game. Oh, that's a close one. That's a very close, probably sliding down the leg.
Tell you what, it's a matter of whiskers. I would have been tempted to give this out. Struck him on the full. Ooh, maybe. Just going past leg stump, maybe just touching leg stump there.
Well, it's a game of nerves, not for the faint-hearted. And I like the mix-up. Chance of a run out here. Direct hit. Was the wicket number 8.
Something happening every single delivery here. Naveen Raj making the ball talk. Look at those figures. Look at those figures. 2 for 22 in just his second game. Yesterday, 4 overs, none for 13. What a start to his international career. Last ball of his spell. Oh, inside edge. Looks like it's going to go down to the boundary. Fortuitous one there for Basir.
That was a brilliant strike there. 2 for 22. Make that 2 for 26 with that boundary. Another good over as that wicket came in. 13 done, 82 for the loss of 7.
Feet. He's made a massive impact in his first 2 international games. He's been their trump card. And here's another trump card for them. The skipper himself, Mohammad Aslam. 2 overs, none for 7. Is Karan KC going to go after him? Is he going to target that mid-wicket region? Playing a miss. Bit of an anticlimax there. But we all know that long on to deep mid-wicket region, one of Karan KC's favourite.
That's a good shot. There is a fielder who cuts that off. He's enabled to put that away. He does well. That's a good piece of fielding there in the deep by Bilal Tahir.
Yeah, not easy with all that momentum to just drag it back in. Good sound off the bat. Not a good result. Only a single to Yasin. And assuming they don't quite get over the line here, Nepal, questions are going to be asked. What exactly went wrong today? Like I said, the bowler is fantastic in the second half of that innings. Smashed. Huge. Basir. He has not given up. Moves on to 39 with one of the shots of the day. Look at this. Goes with the spin. Wow. Bang. That's how you play that slog sweep. Regardless of what's transpired in the last 13.4 overs, Basir has kept coming at Kuwait. And this time picks up a single. As long as Basir is still there, as long as Karan KC is at the crease, they still have a chance. Required run rate 13.5 and over. Last ball of the 14th. He's gone high. Is it long enough? Fielder under it. Meet Bhavsar makes no mistake. 8 wickets down. That's the end of Karan KC.
Complete domination here by the bowlers of Kuwait. And the captain Aslam also gets that wicket in his name of column. .92 for 8. Karan KC, another established batter, back into the dugout.
Yeah, big grunt there from Karan KC. Not happy with himself. He's out for 4. Who's gonna walk in next? Looks like it's Nandan Yadav in at number 10.
92 for the loss of 8 wickets. Who would have thought about that at halfway stage?
Man, oh man, Harman. I feel like if you're Nepal, you had to take this innings a lot deeper. A number of times they've perished in the deep, trying to manufacture big shots that weren't quite there. They haven't really picked their region, have they?
Well, it was the required run rate that kept jumping with those wickets falling. Asif had fixed it up. But ever since that first over, that master stroke of bringing Yasin Patel to start off the innings from the Agar end, him giving away just 6 runs, then you had that one big over of 16 by Asif against Shafiq, and then Yasin bowling another tidy over where just 2 or 3 runs came. And post that, the change-up of bringing in Anudeep, where they got 2 wickets by giving just 2 runs, is where I think half of the side was under the back foot. And that wicket of Kushal Mala really broke down the backbone, I feel.
Yeah. I'll get back to that point in a minute. Shafiq is back. That's a poor start.
Starts off with a wide, but he should be more relaxed now because Nepal are struggling. They're 93 for 8. He should be taking this as an opportunity to come back and get those 2 wickets and finish off and create history. And back in Kuwait, this will be a huge, huge moment.
No doubt. Always nice to get one over Nepal.
They're ranked 24th Kuwait versus ranked 17 Nepal. That's a good shot. Nimish.
That's a good result though for Kuwait, that they don't mind giving up the single to Basir. New man Nandan on strike.
Yeah, surely they don't mind those 1s and 2s to come in. But here Nepal will be more than disappointed. The way they pulled strings back in the last 10 overs, they bowled really well, restricted them to 174. And then all of a sudden, those wickets kept falling in the second innings and they just couldn't hold back. They couldn't get the grip of the run chase. They couldn't get those runs intact.
Just a moment ago, I was alluding to what Shah Zaib was able to achieve in that first game of the morning. Get back to that in a second. Oh, that's down the leg side. Can't bowl there. Far too easy, especially to the new man. Can't give up those freebies.
Yeah, it's using the pace of the quickster, Shafiq, and flicking that away straight towards the advertisement board of cricket, Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, and India Club's board right next to that. Fantastic to have their support.
Yeah, being the principal sponsors. This has been an incredible tournament. We've seen some really high quality cricket. The previous game before this unexpectedly became a last ball thriller.
That's exactly what I was saying. They needed around 16 and over, didn't they, Qatar? Against Hong Kong, against Ehsan Khan, against Yasim Murtaza. And they almost got there. They lost by just 1 run. That's why I've been saying Nepal, they should have taken it deeper.
Yeah, probably they should have. Change of pace. That's a good delivery. A good mix-up there. And just before this ball, Nimish had gone up to Shafiq. They both come from the same village back in India and have a very good friendship rapport as well. And I'm sure he must have told him, don't get panicked here. Use up your variation. And that's good to see. 98 for the loss of 8.
Worked away nicely. Should just be 1. Yeah, good decision not to come back for the second. Basir back on strike for the last 2 balls of the 15th over.
Well, that would have been very brave if he had come back for the second. But Basir has batted really well. He's been that lone warrior, I would say. 41 of 26. Of course, Asif gave them that start but couldn't hold on to it.
Guided again. Square of the wicket. 100 up here for Nepal with 1 ball to spare in the 15th over. They've lost 8 wickets in the process. Basir holding strong. He scored 42 of those runs. A very fluent knock. But he's received absolutely no support from the other end. The only other score in double figures was Asif Sheikh opening the innings. Slow delivery, well bowled. Nandan Yadav, he's going to be on strike again for the 16th over. 5 overs left. It's 101 for 8. I've thoroughly enjoyed every moment. But Kuwait haven't taken the foot off Nepal's throat so far. The captain included, 1 for 17 in his 3 overs. Bowling his final over now. That's punched. Brings Basir back on strike. Nepal fans, they still believe. They're still packed in here at TKRG. The majority of them still on their feet. It's not like there's no seating space. There are many chairs, there are benches. But the majority of them are standing. Top edge. Oh, it's going to fly away for a fortuitous boundary. 46 now for Basir.
Well, he's batted well. Deserves that half century. Single-handedly holding the innings of Nepal. A disappointed captain Aslam there. Doesn't like leaking runs. But at the moment shouldn't really bother them much, as the requirement has jumped around 15 and over. It's not that 15 cannot be chased or achieved, but those 8 wickets down is a little sign of bother.
I don't think Basir is going to change the way he plays. I think he's going to continue to attack here. Punched nicely. I don't think he's found the gap. Call for 2. No. Good stuff. Man in the deep. That's Umar over there. He's missed out with the bat, but that was nice.
He's a good fielder. So you've got very good fielders in that lineup of Kuwait. You've got Yasin Patel, you've got Omar, Bilal, Meet, Aslam himself, Ravija, Clinto, Anudeep. That's in the air. This might be another catch. It's Yasin just over. That's a biggie. A little crowd cheering as well for Nepal. That was a good strike.
Yeah, they let out a big primal scream, didn't they? Would have had his heart in his mouth, Nandan Yadav. Timed that jump well, but it was just too high, just too long.
Yeah, Aslam is trying to wrap up the innings. Wants that wicket of Nandan. That's another. And another one. 2 and 2. He says game not yet over. Nepal can still achieve that if Nandan can strike it so well.
Look at that. Got a good piece of that. Wow. Again, just teasing the fielder into that supporters section. Suddenly 56 of 25. Nepal still alive. Goes after that one. Gets it over. Short third. Massive over there for Nepal. 21 runs off that.
Big over that one. He got the runs. Nandan, this quick cameo of 23 not out of 8. And you can hear that roar as well from the Nepalese supporters. 52 and 24. Required run rate dropping towards 13 and over.
Facing up to Muhammad Shafiq. That's lofted. It's high. Is it over the man? Just about. Another maximum. A fantastic half century for Basir Ahmed in just 30 deliveries. He's got plenty of work to do, but check that out. Wow.
Not over until it's over. Let me remind you once again. What a shot. Upish. Over that deep covers. More of a corner, I would say. Game not yet over. 46 of 23.
Those flags are flying. Basir. Thickish inside edge. Is this going to run down for 4? Yes. Puts in the dive to no avail. What is happening here at TKRG? Basir Ahmed almost single-handedly keeping his team in the game.
Well, first the 6, then the 4. The Nepal supporters are all over the place. What a match are we witnessing here? It's the finals, 8 down. There are 133 for the loss of 8. All of a sudden,
I just don't understand how this keeps happening season after season. The number of times we've had a last over thriller in the final here at TKRG. It is ridiculous. There's something about this ground, something magical about this venue that brings about the most entertaining cricket. It's a wide delivery. No, not signaled. Important dot ball here.
they were 98 for the loss of 8 wickets. 35 runs of just 20 odd deliveries or so. Not even 20, I beg your pardon. Of just 14 deliveries. And that one big over of the captain Aslam. The powerful strikes of Nandan Yadav, who was the hero with the ball as well.
Here's Shafiq. Driven nicely, drilled. It's 4. He's found that gap. He's found it good. Into the 60s now, Basir.
Shafiq is under the boiler at the moment. 6-4.4. 14 of the first 4 deliveries. Basir Ahmed will be the new national hero of Nepal if they win this contest. Now that equation, 38 of 20. Never count Nepal out of the contest till the very end.
The cardiac kids. The cardiac kids. Short delivery. Yeah, signaled 1 for the over, but again, important dot ball here.
That's a fair delivery. That's 1 for the over warning. You can hear the Rhino supporters all around the park. The Tin Kwong recreational ground. It's magical. It is truly magical.
Love to see this. Love to see this. The game going down to the wire. Last ball of the over. Bang! Has he found the gap? Not quite. Just a single, but he's going to keep the strike. After 17, it's 138 for 8.
37 of the remaining 18 deliveries. 3 overs. Shafiq
will win today. Get expert predictions, stats, and analysis before the match starts. Visit StyxSports.
He's going to have to bring on Yasin. I think it's going to be now.
Yeah, Yasin is all in readiness. Look at those figures for Yasin. 3 overs, 2 for 10. An economy of 3.33. Anudeep has bowled well. 2 overs, 2 for 11. Economy of 5.5. So why did he go towards Shafiq when he had a couple of overs between Anudeep and Yasin? There were only 3 overs, 4 in between. Bilal had given away 11.
That's a valid point. It would be criminal for Anudeep to not bowl out. And he's here, he's right there. He's fit, he's on the field. So you're going to have a situation where Anudeep, arguably one of the pick of the bowlers, definitely one of the pick of the bowlers today, is only going to bowl 3 overs.
There's a lot of tension in that camp of Kuwait. They don't understand what move they need at the moment. Yasin has bowled 3 very good overs. He's been the man who brought the ice into this cake. This could be a very important over in the context of Kuwait.
It most definitely is.
But the only thing I am baffled about is Anudeep not being given an over the previous one. Back into this live action.
Here comes Yasin. Bang! Down the ground. It's only 1. Only 1. A good result for Kuwait.
Well, they say that cricket is the game of nerves. And you got to show the nerves of steel at the moment. And it goes for the batters, the bowlers, the fielders, and the management itself.
Goes for the commentators sometime. Tell you what, whoever gets across the line, my heart goes out to the opposition, because both these teams have given everything they have in this final. Neither team has given up.
Well, we'll get back to that next delivery.
36 off 17. Nandan Yadav on strike. He's clothed that. Hasn't got it off the middle. Again, just 1.
Just the single. Just the single here. It's getting closer.
the VIPs as well. They're loving this. They've got their nice buffet spread, enjoying that afternoon coffee. And some brilliant T20 cricket. The best of what the format has to offer. Yasin again. Into the leg side. Yes, he's found the gap. Basir yet again.
That's a boundary. That's a boundary. How good a hit is that? He's played that over that fine leg who was inside the circle. 31 of 15. Game on here. Yasin, first two good deliveries. This one sliding down the leg. And Basir Ahmed is playing a knock of his life. 67 of 37 and not out.
Can he go back to back? In the air, one bounce to Nimish Latif. Chose not to go for that catch, rightfully so.
Yeah, that was a better delivery there with the protection on in the deep. That will be only a single. What a contest. 92 for 8 was Nepal. And after that, this fight that they have given. Lovely game of cricket here. It's the finals. How good can it get?
Nandan Yadav 24 of 9. What's he got? That's high. It's in the air. Is it long enough? Meet Bhavsar. Oh, I think he's just about dragged it in. It's not going to be a catch, but he saved 5 runs.
What an effort is that from Meet Bhavsar, saving a 6. One-handed, plucks it away, back into the play, saving 5 runs for his side.
And
extraordinary.
Getting a round of applause from the fans as well. There's some softball fans actually. What's happening over here? They're loving it.
29 of 13. That's the remaining equation.
Can he close things out with a boundary? Maybe. Definitely. It sails over. Meet Bhavsar. Sails over long on. You've got to be kidding me.
What a strike is that? It has sailed away. Is there a heartbreak loading for Kuwait? Basir Ahmed, you beauty, the way you have batted. 74 not out of 39, leaving us 23 to win. Nepal chasing 175 to win. They were 92 for 8. And look at that scoreboard. 152 for 8 after 18.
Twenty-three more. And I never thought I would say this 15 or 20 minutes ago, but Nepal, they've got to be favorites at this stage. And what's happening now is Shafiq going to continue.
Can you believe there's another over for Shafiq here? He's been the most expensive bowler so far.
I just wonder, is something up with Anupreet? Is he okay? Is he fit? He's on the field.
He's stationed at deep square leg. I can see him right from the com box. Looks pretty good. Probably for the last over. It's gone in the air. It's a biggie. It's out of here. Nepal are moving themselves towards that cup. From the jaws of defeat, we might see another victory here.
Absolutely insane. Gotta give credit to Nandan Yadav as well, coming in at number 10. He's wasted no time. 31 off 11 from your number 10 batsman. What more can you ask of?
Jay, I gotta ask you something. Is this the best finals you have watched in your life? Live? Commentating, being on the mic.
Top five at TKRG. There's something about this ground. Atif, you know it as well. Every single time there's a final here, it goes down to the last over, the last ball. It's insane. It's an insane ground, TKRG.
Well, it's just Hong Kong, China things then. But what a contest, what a way of coming back. The Rhinos fighting back like true blue champions, like their jersey. That's in the air. That's another one. Another biggie. Back-to-back sixes. And now we are with 11 to win of 10. The crowd is going crazy out here.
How is this happening? How is this happening? The cardiac kids. Improbable. They've already started celebrating, some of them.
Someone needs to go to Shafiq, have a word with him, calm him down a little. It's about 2 good deliveries as a bowler to make a comeback. But look at that. These 12th men are the one good reason why Nepal might be winning the Champions Trophy today. You got to credit the support. The way they didn't leave. 92 for 8. You must have seen most of the fans leaving the park, but they didn't. They believed in the Rhinos. This has to be one of the finest games that I have called in my life.
It's up there, mate. It's definitely up there. Oh, 11 off 10. Incredible. Could not have wished for a more dramatic, more entertaining final. Every single one of them, every single Nepal fan is chanting for someone. Some of them chanting for Basir, some of them for Nandan Yadav, some just for Nepal, just for their country. Shafiq, Shafiq. Playing a miss.
That's a dot delivery.
Anti-climax there.
Jay, my friend, he's trying to go over that mid-off fielder. There's no one in the back. That's one reason why he was dancing down, only trying to clear the infield. You know, the shorter side of the boundary. That's what he's been targeting. It's not a very big ask. He should be looking for 1s and 2s rather. Shouldn't go for the aerial shot. 11 of 9. Oh, that is a little dramatic moment. Soft dismissal, wicket number 9. And Shafiq strikes, twist in the tail in this contest.
There's life left. There's life left for Kuwait. Good catch on your follow through. 9 down now. 164 for 9. 8 balls left. Nepal need 11. It's going to be Lalit Rajbanshi walking in at number 11.
What a knock this has been. You got to credit Nandan Yadav, first with the ball, then with the bat. And something special about this ground. Last over thrillers is a no new story, you say?
Not even remotely new. The TKRG last over thriller happens time and time again.
Well, Kuwait are just 1 wicket away. Kuwait were there in the finals of the Gulf Cup, which was in December 2024. They were chasing at that time. 6 needed of the last over. First ball goes away for a boundary. The very next delivery, Meet tries to go for a big shot, finds the edge, a wicket falls down. 2 runs still needed, and the new batter was Shafiq, and he was clean bowled on the very first delivery. They had a heartbreak, and now is the time for redemption. He could be a national hero here. All he has to do is get that wicket of Lalit Rajbanshi.
He's bowling to the number 11.
Yes.
Bowling to the number 11.
So all he has to do is remember about that moment at the Dubai International Stadium.
Take it away, Harman. Take it away.
Here comes Shafiq. That's a good delivery. Well left by the batter. He's smart enough. He knows there's Basir at the non-striker's end. You want to feed the strike to him for the next over, because 11 needed of 7 now. And you can see Lalit try and attack the stumps. Go for the Yorker.
And I wonder if they've had a conversation. Basir is telling his partner, just hang in there. Leave it up to me. I'll get the job done in the last over. I'll do it.
Not really sure. Final delivery coming in. Towards the deep. That's only going to be a single. They've got Clinton. No single.
Nope.
No single. Lalit doesn't want to be on strike for the next one. It goes again towards that last over. 11 required of the final 6 deliveries. And Anudeep will be the man with the ball for that final over.
Three hours Just incredible, just incredible. Every time you think Team A is on top, the opposition bounces back, the pendulum swings again, then it swings back. 11 off 10 with 2 wickets remaining, and Shafiq with that cotton bolt again, changing things around, another twist in the tail.
Jay, could you quickly tell us that field spread as well?
Yeah, it looks like 4 on the leg side, 5 on the offside. Got deep square leg, deep mid wicket on the fence. Meet Bhavsar. Should I come into the circle? Should I stay at long on? Plenty of discussions here.
Yeah, well, interestingly, that deep backward square leg has been called inside of the circle. Fine leg at the edge of 30 yards. There's a deep third with Shafiq there for those top edges. Both long off and a long on. A deep point in position. Here comes Anudeep with the first delivery of the last over. It's...
No ball 6, they've won it! They've won it! Nepal!
It's a no ball plus
4 runs.
the game of nerves. 11 of 6 to win. And Anudeep has crumbled here. Got a feel for the youngster. It's going to be a free hit. Celebrations already starting in Nepal. Probably getting the dancing shoes on are the players of Nepal.
Oh, some of those fans, they tricked me. They were ready to storm the field here. Whew, no ball 4. That's 9 runs.
Well, sometimes this game of cricket can be so cruel to an athlete. We've seen that in international...
Hold on, no!
It's
Signal 6! We were right! We were right!
A no ball plus a 6, 7 without any delivery being bowled. And the next delivery is a free hit, and you've got Basir Ahmed on strike. Is there anything that cannot go in the favor of Nepal?
7 runs. 4 needed off 6.
Well, I can see those Nepal fans storming in if they get the boundary of this one. 4 of 6, less than run a ball. Anudeep trying to go for probably the slower one. It didn't come out of the hand properly, I feel. And you can see the crowd. They are here in huge numbers, and Basir Ahmed, the national hero of Nepal cricket at the moment. From the likes of Paras Kharka to Rohit Paudal to Karan Casey, and there's this one name, Kushal Bhurtal, and now Basir Ahmed, 80 not out of 40. Here comes Anudeep. That's a Yorker. The free hit and no run there. It's a dot ball. Very good bowling from Anudeep. It was a free hit. He's done well. 4 needed of 5.
Yeah, useful dot ball there. You get the feeling he's not going to give up the strike here, Basir. He wants to be the man who finishes things off. And Anudeep, one of the pick of the bowlers so far today for Kuwait. He can upset Basir's plans. He can spoil the party here for Nepal. And all it takes is one wicket-taking delivery. This game still wide open for either side.
Anudeep wanted a deep cover in position there. He wanted Meet coming inside, that long on. Yes, what happens? It's an inside edge. The fine leg is going to stop that. It's a dot ball. 4 of 4 to win. Not over. This contest not yet over.
The drama, the drama.
Every fan is at the edge of their seat. Even some Hong Kong players are at the edge of their seat watching such a thrilling game.
We thought that was a 6. It was signaled 4. It was changed back to 6. The drama. Couldn't have written a better script myself.
Yeah, you can see Clinto, who's the captain of his domestic team, having a word with him. The captain of Kuwait, Aslam.
What do you do if you're the bowler? Slower delivery, perhaps?
I'm not sure if I would be thinking about anything at the moment. Here comes Anudeep. He dances down, and that probably should be a catch. Kuwait have won it! Kuwait are the champions of Hong Kong T20 Series 2025. Anudeep
Look at that. Just look at that. Nerves of steel. That man at long off. Oh, they're heartbroken. They're absolutely heartbroken, Nepal. But hats off to Kuwait. At one stage, we thought Nepal had run away with it.
Anudeep is down in tears. And well, why not? The hero, the new star, came in on a debut tour. Given the last over response with first delivery, he bowled a no ball which went away for a 6. Oh, you got to feel for Basir. Basir Ahmed, keep your chin high. You are a champion. The way you have fought here.
And they know it, the Nepal fans. They're all clapping him off the field. A handshake as well from Qasim, the head coach of Kuwait. Great sportsmanship. This game, this whole series has been played in the greatest of spirits with the greatest of drama. Look at that. Head to the heavens.
Oh,
you
God.
feel for them. You feel for them, Harman. It's a tough one.
I tell you, take up bakery, take up cooking, don't take up sport. It breaks heart. And look at celebrations of Kuwait. It's going to party all night in Kuwait. Oh,
It's a heartbreaking but a addictive sport, and that's why Kuwait, first time ever, first time that they've beaten Nepal since
after 2019, as you mentioned.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, what a moment. Well, we are absolutely thrilled to be in the Combox calling this finest last over.
One of the finest games ever played at TKRG.
By the barest of margins.
By the barest of margins.
I always wanted to say that ever since I heard Ian Smith say that.
There you go.
In the World Cup finals. And Kuwait has done wonders out here. Hong Kong has always been kind to them. And they take home that trophy. The head coach of Kuwait, Qasim Ali, will be a delighted man. Ever since he's come in, the team has done incredibly well. And beating Nepal is just another feather in that cap. Well done, Team Kuwait. Well done.
Oh, he's got tears
Nepal
in his
as well.
eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Qasim Ali. I don't know if that was a tear, or if that was sweat. Maybe a bit of both. But Qasim Ali. All that experience coaching in England, of course, coaching Sweden, moving over to Kuwait, spending all that time, all that time away from his family. And it's for moments like this. Let's take a look at that batting card. 63 right up top for Ravija Sundaruan in that first innings. It laid the platform for that 174 for 7. And in response, 171 all out. We thought they had it. 11 needed off 10 deliveries, and Kuwait somehow, in spite of that 80 of 43 from Basir, in spite of that, somehow Kuwait, they managed to clinch the most dramatic, the most entertaining of finals. That bowling card, Anudeep, 3 for 18, a strong contender for player of the match, supported well by Yasin Patel, 2 for 24, 1 for 52 for Shafiq, I beg your pardon, Naveen Raj with 2 for 26, and 1 for 39 for Muhammad Aslam. Absolute insanity. I couldn't have predicted a more dramatic, a more entertaining final. And if you're just joining us, it is Kuwait who were put in to bat. They were flying. Nepal fought back, restricted them to 174 for 7. Courtesy 2 wickets apiece for Kami and Nandan Yadav. And in response, would you believe it? An agonizing 3 runs short of a tall, imposing, difficult target. But Anudeep take a bow, nerves of steel. 3 for 18 for him. Bowled a full toss that went for 6. The first ball of the last over. Yasin 2 for 24. Naveen Raj 2 for 26. Kuwait win the Hong Kong Men's T20 Series, supported by India Club, and they win it by just 3 runs. I still cannot believe what we've witnessed. Actual insanity here at TKRG. Somehow we've had another last over thriller. And I'm not just talking about today, that third place final. Hong Kong winning by the slimmest of margins. And now Kuwait For the first time in their men's T20I history, they have beaten Nepal in a day that everyone who's a fan of cricket in the Gulf nation will remember for a long, long time to come. It's really been staggering to think that in spite of being 90 odd for 8, Nepal somehow inched closer and closer to an improbable target. You gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit. Nepal, they fought until their last breath, until the last over. And personally, it has to be one of the most dramatic matches I've seen at TKRG, and I've seen my fair share. And if you want to see more action like this, I urge you to hit that bell icon, hit that subscribe button. And every time we go live from the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground, you will be one of the first to find out. And of course, you can follow Cricket Hong Kong China on our social media channels, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. And you can see a lot of smiles around the ground. They know that we've seen something special here. A fantastic advertisement for the sport in Hong Kong. Hong Kong, of course, one of the leading associate countries in the world, just given how many things they've hosted. The cricket sixes as well, late last year, a roaring success. Tens of millions of people tuning in all around the world. At one point, we had 20,000 or more people watching live on YouTube. We had hundreds of people packed in here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. They've witnessed something special. And do stay tuned. In a few moments from now, we're going to find out who wins that player of the match. We're going to see who lifts that trophy. The HK Men's T20I Series trophy, proudly supported by India Club. So many heroes on the day here for Kuwait. 63 for Ravija Sandaruan. Anudeep holding his cool. 3 for 18 and 2.3 overs for him. Yasin Patel as well. Started so well in the power play. And Nandan Yadav, imagine that, walking in at number 10, smashing 37 of just 14 deliveries. Kuwait winning by just 3 runs. It's gone a bit dark here at TKRG. It's been a beautiful, entertaining day. The first game as well. Qatar, they fought until their last breath. Nepal, they did the same. They nearly pulled off a very improbable chase. At one stage, they needed 11 of 10 deliveries. And Kuwait, they weren't done yet. They didn't give up. They took those last 2 wickets. And the celebrations were wild. Tears were shed. Big hugs, high fives, a lap of honor. Just the most dramatic day here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. It's been so good as well to see the fans pouring in day after day in their droves. We had a couple of hundred fans in here today. And every single one of them, until the last moment, they were glued to their screens, they were glued to the action. Aslam, oh, he's ecstatic. Big smile on his face. The team manager as well. Mr. Godwin. All these Kuwait players, they can be proud of what they've achieved today. But you gotta spare a thought for Nepal. They fought until their last breath. They fought until the last over. But it wasn't meant to be. 3 runs, 3 runs. That was the difference between being champions and finishing second. We're just moments away from the final presentation ceremony. You're going to see Kuwait lifting that cup. We're going to hear from Rohit Kumar Paudel. We're going to hear from the winning skipper Mohammad Aslam. We're going to find out who wins player of the final. Big smiles for Kuwait. Like I said, just moments away from the player of the match presentation, the final presentation. The end of what's been the most dramatic day, the most dramatic finish imaginable. I couldn't have scripted it better. 3 runs, that's it. That was the margin of victory for Kuwait. Registering their first ever win in official men's T20I cricket against Nepal. A day for all Kuwait cricket fans to
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
T20I Series 2025, proudly sponsored by India Club as principal sponsors. What a final we have witnessed here. Well, just 3 runs away and Nepal could have been the champions, but as they say, it's not over till it's over. Can I please ask Mr. Nanu Lakshman, President of India Club, sponsors of HK T20I Series, to hand out the official medals to the officials. Can we please have you here, sir? And all the officials, one by one, to collect your medals. It has been their unwavering support and dedication on field, calling out one of the tough moments, as they say. Mr. Dar, Mr. Venkatesh, John Prakash, very famous out here. And Mr. Sheldon. Thank you, sir. Moving on to the scorers. A round of applause, guys. They've been the men behind the action, as they say. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nanu. Now we have the player of the final. There was no surprise had he not bowled a good last over. Kuwait had not been the champions. 3 for 18 in his 2.3 overs. Come in, Anudeep. He's been on a debut tour. That's his first tour as well. And you can officially say that a star is born in Kuwait cricket. Strike a pose, Anudeep, with that bright smile that you've got. Anudeep, I need you for a quick chat. Nimish, can I please have you here? Anudeep, you were brilliant, I would say. That over in the middle phase where you picked up 2 wickets back to back of a player like Kushal Mala, and then you came in and the last over. You started off with a no ball which went away for a 6. Tell us, what were you feeling at that moment?
I feel a little bit nervous.
You could speak in Malayalam. We'll have Nimish tell us.
Okay, കുറച്ച് പേടിയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഫസ്റ്റ്. പിന്നെ കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ടീമിൻ്റെ ഇതിൽ വെച്ച് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ബിലീവേഴ്സ് സ്വന്തമായിട്ട് വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഓക്കെ, ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ ക്ലിൻഡോ, all players are supporting me, so I can do that.
Nimish, can I have you here and please tell us what Anudeep says, because I don't understand Malayalam.
In the first time he was a little bit nervous that time because it was a big match, big final, and it was against Nepal, so he was a little bit nervous. Then he is trying very hard for this opportunity to get back, so what he have inside he delivered that time, and Aslam as well as the other players motivated him every time, does 3-4 balls and he delivered.
Okay, I want to know that last ball that you were bowling, what was the idea? You had a quick chat with Clinto, who's your captain back home, and also Aslam had a word. What was it about? Was it the length or was it the fielder that you wanted?
വന്നിട്ട് നേരെ ലെഗ് സ്റ്റമ്പിൽ അടിക്കാൻ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ചേഞ്ചറും വൈഡ് യോർക്കറും ട്രൈ ചെയ്തു.
The batsman is trying to hit on the leg side. So there was little bit grip on the ball, so he's tried to bowl that slow ball, and it works.
Well, wish you all the very best. Keep shining. Well done, Anudeep, the player of the match. Last over, he was brilliant, wasn't he? Well, now can I please have Mr. R. Venkat, Director, Cricket, Hong Kong, China, to present the player of the tournament, which goes to the local homeboy, Anshuman Rath from Hong Kong, China. 248 runs in 4 games, averaging around 62 all throughout. He's been in a purple patch, as they would say.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well done, Anshuman. I need a quick chat with you. You're in a hurry. It's been a good tournament.
Talk to them. So, thought you wanted to talk to the teams in the final. So I thought I'd,
I would like to talk to the teams in the final, but you have performed really well. You've got a hope of doing well all throughout. You've come in. I've been following you since the past 3 months. You've been scoring really, really well. A lot of player of the match. Is there more space in that bracket?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the standard's getting very high now. So you got to be switched on every time. There's no room for mistakes, and it's just a very, very exciting time to play cricket in the associate world.
Well, all the very best for the upcoming games.
Thanks.
Well done. Keep smashing those runs like you always do, Anshuman. Well, what a tournament this has been. Can I please have Mr. Jonathan Gill, the Director, Cricket, Hong Kong, China, and also have the runners-up captain, Rohit Paudal. Rohit, before I call your team, I need a quick chat with you. Your team performed really well despite being 92 for 8. That fight back by Basir was really incredible. You got a feel for him.
Yeah, I think Basir and Nandan both played really well in the last 10 overs. But I think Kuwait played really well today. Today's game, as well as I think throughout the tournament, they played really well. Good cricket. And I think as a team, we didn't started well today with the ball and bat. I would say the first 10 overs with the ball, we conceded around 110 runs, and then we had a good comeback. We restricted them 174, but still, again with the bat, we didn't batted well in the first 10 overs. So I think we're not up to the mark with I think as a team.
What went wrong? You kept those wickets falling. It's like there was no coming back after that. I felt at halfway stage 175 was under par with the kind of batting fireworks that you had.
Yeah, I think as a team we didn't bat it well because I thought 174 was a good score to chase it down. But eventually the way Basir and Nandan played, the belief was there that we'll chase it down. But unfortunately it didn't happen. But yeah, this is cricket.
Any message for the fans back home in Nepal?
No, nothing. Just we wanted to win today's game for them, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But next time we'll do it.
All the very best. Can we please have all the players as well to collect their medals from Mr. Jonathan? They fought really well. They were incredible, I would say, despite being 92 for 8, going up till the last over, even till the very last delivery where that catch was completed. It looked like anybody's game. The way Nandan Yadav and Basir batted, you got a feel for Basir. Had his head down, but I would say he batted really, really well. Can we have the chairperson of Cricket Hong Kong China, Mr. Burji Shroff, to present the players of Kuwait, the champions team medals? Can we have all the players from Kuwait? Can we please start off with all the players and the captain in the last? Starting off with Ilyas, Bilal, the all-rounder, the wicket-keeper batter Usman Ghani Patel, the young Umar Abdullah, the left-hander Meet Bhavsar, Nimish Latif, the man who started really well with the ball, Yasin Patel, but all the difference, I would say, starting with the new ball. Clinton Atto, who had a very good tournament with the bat, even with the final started off incredible. And the debutant in this tournament, Naveen Raj, who had an impact instantly. Well done. Shafiq, the quickster. Ahmed Mirza, the player of the finals, Anudeep. He did really, really well. Ravija, who was a star with the bat early on. And finally, the skipper, the captain fantastic as they call him, Aslam. Aslam, a quick chat with you before I let you go with the team to celebrate. What a game. Roller coaster ride. You had us all at the edge of our seat. Tell us about that. What were you feeling when that first ball went away for a 6 on a free hit?
Yeah, thanks God for the thing. And first ball went to 6. We had one experience from our in last year also in the Gulf Cup. So I thought to my bowler, only the way is take 1 wicket. So keep trying to go for the wicket. Otherwise, there are no chance to win the match. So he did his job. And but Nepal team is it's a strong side. So ODI status and big team. So we are happy with this win.
Where do you see Kuwait going next now? You guys have been incredible since the last year. One word of this team.
Actually, our goal is this year. We have a big one barrier is there in October, World Cup qualification. So I confidence with my boys and my coaches, the staffs and our management who's staying in Kuwait. Everybody support us. So inshallah we will do that barrier also.
Well, I wish you all the very best. You could take that Champions Trophy from Mr. Burji Shroff, the chairperson of Cricket Hong Kong China, and join your boys later on. Let the celebrations begin in Kuwait, as they would say. It has been an incredible performance, beating Nepal for the first time ever since 2019. Ever since ICC introduced the ICC T20I ranking. You could join it, and that's the end from today's coverage. What an incredible tournament this has been, and the champions Kuwait beating Nepal by the barest of margins by 3 runs. That's it from here.
Who will win today? Get expert predictions, stats, and analysis before the match starts. Visit StyxSports.
Your wait is over.
KKR come out to bat.
IPL is back. Only on StyxSports.
Get trending news on IPL matches and more. Latest match updates, breaking team news, player stats, and expert insights. Never miss an update. We bring the stadium to your screen. Watch all the trending news. Only on StyxSports. Visit StyxSports.com now.
What if you could know about the game before it ever happens? With StyxSports.com's prediction section, you get real-time probabilities on who's most likely to win, who will dominate the game, and even who's set to be the star player. Powered by expert analysis and live data, our predictions keep you ahead of the game. So stay informed, make better calls, and experience the thrill like never before. Get the edge, stay ahead, and check out the prediction section now.